Jalen, you've had the good fortune time
when you get to the red zone.
As they embark on another pretty intense fan bases in Alabama.
3 touchdowns, 1 through the air, 2 on the ground, and he's propelled the Eagles to a 21-14 lead.
In our jobs, we might look at a quarterback and say, okay, well, he threw for 330 yards and 3 touchdowns, but his team lost, and therefore he's good. But you can't look at quarterback wins as a stat because the guy played great, his team lost, and it's not his fault that he lost. You seem not to care about that stuff. You're all about, did the Eagles win, did they not win? How did you get to that point?
By losing.
Plan if I don't get JJ McCarthy.
What's up?
What's going on, everybody? Don't mind me as I'm fighting a severe sinus infection, so I'm a little banged up. Welcome to the first ever Countrywide Eagles podcast with the Eagles Collective covering the 2024 NFL Draft. Go Birds. I'm the founder of the Countrywide Eagles Tailgate Mafia. My name is Dennis. Right below me, Logan.
Hello, I'm Logan.
What's up, guys? Sean?
And this is Warren. At the very bottom, our very special guest is Warren from the Eagles Collective. How is everybody doing today? We are here. It's a good day. It's the NFL Draft. We're one step closer to training camp and maybe one step closer to training this piece of shit. Yeah. Trade that piece of shit.
What a guy. What a guy.
Yep, I went there.
It's going to be very interesting.
The Sixers game is going to be going on during this.
Great.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what moves
they're done, dude. They're going to shit. The Sixers are going to shit the bed.
I'm not even going to deny that. The Sixers have broken my heart far too many times.
The West loved them in that last game, though.
Yeah.
Warren, how are you, sir?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I think out of this draft compared to last year, we were all kind of expecting Jalen Carter to be that guy. And we kind of really don't know who we're going to get this time. So I'm really interested to see who we might pick up. Cooper DeJean, Kool-Aid.
Trotter Jr.
Yeah, Mitchell. I think Trotter – I will argue this. I like Edgerrin Cooper a little bit more. But yeah, man, I'm interested to see what's going to happen, how he's making moves. Or we might just do a trade, and hell, who knows? We might just get what's his name, cornerback for the Broncos, Patrick Surtain.
Yeah.
A trade that includes this clown.
I don't know if anyone would trade for Blankenship.
Blankenship.
Who knows what's going to happen, man? That's what makes it so exciting right now.
Yeah, I'm pumped. I'm excited to see where the Eagles end up because I don't think they're going to end up being the 22nd pick. I think they might move up, but it's like, who do they go after? And I think Kool-Aid was one of my favorites that I was seeing there. I think he looks like he could be a solid pick. It just depends on if the Eagles do stay at the 22nd pick, it's like who falls down there, and if they do move up, it's like who are they moving up for? So, and what are they giving up to move up? So, I'm interested.
Potentially could even see them moving up into the top 10 if there's somebody that they want very badly.
Yeah, I can see that. There's a lot of quarterbacks that are in need right now for a lot of these teams. So I can see us making some type of moves, but I'm excited, man. Like we've all been waiting for this moment, anticipating for it. But how have you guys been?
Just waiting.
Yeah,
It's been a very long wait.
yeah.
The first 5 picks will probably be about Williams, McCarthy, Drake May, Jaden Daniels, and Marvin Harrison Jr. So anywhere after that is where the Eagles could start looking up to trade for. Because like these first 5 picks are basically going to be set.
Yeah, no, I like that. How do you
The
guys feel
Chargers
about
could
Byron
also
Murphy?
draft Joe Allwood number 5. It's where the top 5 is basically just going to be like any cycle of those.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I was gonna say, how do y'all feel about Byron Murphy, that defensive tackle? Because right now we only have Jordan Davis, Milton Williams, Jalen Carter. Like that's all we really got right now.
You got the other guy. I forget his name. He's good though.
You're talking about from
Jomo.
UT? Yeah, from UT. Yeah, but what if Jordan Davis doesn't cut it? Like that leaves us.
There's a you can trade him too. Send him and Blankenship out. See you.
Isaiah Rodgers is finally unsuspended.
I saw that too. Yep. I did see that. Very exciting.
I bet you Bradbury's included in the trade. I'm telling you.
Bradbury, I don't know because of the dead cap space, but I think when it comes to defense, like I think if you're going to go defense, I think you have to go corner or you have to go linebacker. That's just how I kind of was thinking about it.
Yeah.
I think maybe you roll the dice on Jordan Davis again and kind of see because, I mean, he didn't really produce. We haven't really seen him produce a ton. He still is young. I think he needs more minutes. I think you have to give a lot of these younger-ish guys some more time. And with like Fletcher being gone, somebody's got to step up. I think Jordan Davis still being in there is still huge. And the only thing with him is we kind of saw him do a lot in the beginning of the year, and then he had that rookie wall, it feels like, where he kind of just fell off a little bit towards the end.
Yeah, it's lazy.
I don't think it's lazy. I think because if you look at a lot of the rookies that played last season, it kind of happened towards the end of the season, right? Like getting, yeah, exactly. So I don't know. I don't know who they go for. I think I know who I want them to go for, which is corner or linebacker. But honestly, Howie always has something up his sleeve. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, you can't sleep on Vontae Sweat either. I know he had that charge against him, so maybe we can pick him up later on. My biggest thing, I just want us to go in on straight defense this first 4 rounds.
Completely agree.
We don't have a 3rd round pick unless you trade down.
Yeah.
I think you have to at this point. You literally have to build out that defense because, I mean, the offense looks pretty good. I think the offensive line still looks good. I think, Cam Jurgens getting in there. We'll see what he can do. But, yeah, I mean, the offense looks good.
Going through.
Yep, no worries. I think it's defense that you really have to build out. And I think that's, they took big steps in that last season. Nolan Smith, we didn't really see too much, but obviously
he wasn't utilized.
Exactly. So I think you see a lot more from Nolan Smith. I think, I don't know. We'll see what happens.
There's really no way to tell how this draft's going to go. They could draft O-line, defense.
Our boards are so all over the place.
Potentially could see them trade up into for Bowers, which is not likely, but anything is possible. Goddard's getting near the end of his career, so potentially could see the Eagles want to do that, but it would take a while to trade up into the top 5.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting on the tight end side. I think the offensive tackle mock draft that I saw, I was like, I don't think that happens. Maybe it does. I have no idea who they go for. I know who, like I said, who I want them to go for, which is position-wise, which is corner, which is linebacker. But I could see a tight end as well. And I don't know if you saw this report, Logan, but there was a report saying that they might even try to trade up for a wide receiver. And I was like, don't do that. Don't, if that's, and I forget who it came from, who the report came from, but
the wide receiver I want.
I better not see a wide receiver get drafted in the first round by the Birds. I just don't want to see it. I don't think it makes sense. I think you have enough key players on offense that it's going to be on fire. You have Saquon, you have A.J. Brown, you have Devontae Smith. You still have
Did you see the rumors of A.J. Brown getting extended?
Yes, yeah, and that I'm actually excited about. I think that makes sense to do now and kind of get ahead of the curve.
To do.
Right.
Because AJ Brown, you never know what could happen in the next 2 years, so you want to get him locked up now.
Correct. I think it makes a ton of sense. I think that's like a generational talent. Obviously, last season we saw a little bit more of a. Well, we saw a good season from him. I mean, he broke what the 120 was that last season? The 125 yards, like 3 games in a row or 4 games in a row or something.
Like 6 games in a row.
That's what it was.
Breaking the record.
So, I mean, that doesn't happen every year. And we had a harder schedule last season, and he was able to do that. So I think you lock him up. I think he continues to get better. I think he does love the birds. I think a lot of that bullshit around him was, to be honest, it feels like it was a lot of Philly media just trying to find something to cling on to. But I think lock him up, give him a good extension, keep him around. You have him, Devontae Smith, both locked up at that point. We'll see what happens. I'm glad they finally got that Smitty deal done. I was very happy about that.
Yeah, it took longer than it probably should have, but he got paid what he deserved.
100%. He earned that. He earned it. And I saw
see that Lions offensive tackle massive pay.
Crazy payday. I saw that.
He got paid $7 million less than on St. Brown. It was their wide receiver 1.
Right. It's nuts to think about, and that's why I think Howie is such a good, so good at what he does, because he gets deals done, and you're like, well, that looks like a lot of money, but then you really read into the deal, and you're like, oh no, we're doing pretty good. Like, we're staying below market at times, which is kind of crazy. So, I mean, AJ Brown is going to get a good deal. I don't think it's not going to be a super insane deal, but he should get paid pretty good money because he is a great wide receiver. I think Smitty's deal makes total sense. And what other big contracts? What contracts is on? Because he didn't even get paid super insane. He got close to what Derrick Henry got, which I think makes sense. I think
it's like $11 million a year.
Yeah, I can't complain. If he produces even close to what I think he will, I'll be happy. I mean,
he got paid more than DeAndre Swift did.
Correct. Yeah, I was a little shocked by that. Apparently, they offered. From reports, you never know what's actually true or not, but apparently he got offered pretty close to what Saquon got offered. And I wouldn't have hated if Swift stayed, but he went to the Bears, and I think he got, like the same deal as Saquon pretty much.
He got $10.5 million, I think, about there. Saquon got about $11.2 million. So about $500,000 difference.
At that point, if Saquon stays healthy and he does what he's supposed to do, I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it at all.
Yeah. It does seem like that the Bears tampered with DeAndre Swift in some way, because he signed like minutes after the period started.
Yep.
But they don't get investigated.
Apparently we are for Saquon.
Falcons with Kirk Cousins, who said that he's been talking with the Falcons for months, which, very illegal. It'll be interesting to see what happens. If anything does happen to the Falcons, obviously it's going to be for next year's draft, because the draft starts in 39 minutes. Not enough time to punish them.
I'm excited to see. Welcome back, Dennis. No jersey, huh?
It's just too hot.
Fair enough. It is pretty hot.
It's messing with my sinuses, dude. I almost canceled this thing tonight because I feel like shit. Or I at least would have set it up so y'all could do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You said what?
No, I almost backed out of this and just had y'all do it.
No, I get it.
Yeah, not much you can do when you're sick, unfortunately.
Dude, I feel like I get hit by it.
1%.
Take a shot. You'll be okay. I got you. I'll pass you one.
Yeah.
That's what they used to do in the olden days. You get a little sick,
Never
take a shot.
send me that link.
Which one?
For the job.
Oh, I thought I did. Hold on.
No. We made an offer on that one house.
Nice.
Yeah. I don't know by tomorrow if the lady accepts it.
Hopefully she does. There's no way you're going to live sooner than later.
Giving her $5,000 more than what she wants.
I'm just gonna send it to the group chat just to simplify it.
You hear me?
Upgrade more than what you want.
Yeah.
Sixers play in 7 minutes. Hopefully they win. If they would buy 5.5 points.
They're back at home, right?
Yep. We have
They
all
gotta
our players
win.
besides Covington.
They gotta win, man.
That's the only thing on their side is they're back at home.
Embiid is, I think it said 12-2 in games 3 after starting down 0-2. But the Sixers all-time 0-14 when they start down 0-2. So
I just have no beliefs in them. I like I said, I've been watching the 76ers for a very long time, and like I'm still not over Kawhi Leonard hitting that shot right at the buzzer, at the and watching that happen. And I remember being like so invested into that game and the heartbreak. Then you watch that game against the Knicks, and it's like the refs are just in the I don't know.
That was a foul on Maxine. That was just an awful missed call. And the NBA even admitted it afterwards that it was a missed foul.
Well, I know the Sixers said they were submitting something to the league.
The thing is with basketball for me, like the reason I get so turned off by it is that this can happen in football too, but you'll still see a team go down in penalties and they can still win a game. But like in basketball, when you get fouled, you're able to just start putting up points, and like the refs can kind of control the game, and that's why there was a lot of rigging and stuff in the league. And it's, I don't know. I just lost a lot of interest in it. I still love the Sixers, but like I just can't stand to watch it anymore.
Embiid like he's fully healthy from what I see.
You said isn't, or I don't think he is. Those knees are. I like if I were to be betting on a parlay or something, I would not be betting on rebounds for Embiid on the over, because those knees are, that knee I should say at least is cooked.
I'm over him, dude. He just needs to go. They need to find
Embiid. I love Embiid. So okay, I'll say this. I think when it comes to
Embiid is probably getting close to near the end of his career.
I feel bad because I feel like we wasted his career a little bit. Like I genuinely feel like it. I think he is a great basketball player, and he's like a two-way center, which is insane. He could be in the paint. He can also shoot the three. Like he's worked on a lot of that stuff. But during the Ben Simmons era, I just feel like we wasted a lot of Embiid's time, in my opinion. So it's kind of sad to see him go. And I mean, when he's gone, what do we really have at that point?
Maxey. He won most.
That's true. That's true.
If they get rid of Tobias Harris, they'll be okay.
Tobias is a joke. And that
gone.
Contract is a joke. That contract is such a joke. It's been a joke for a little while.
He's a great dude, but he is awful.
Well, there it is. They're saying Lance is saying Cooper DeJuan or whatever.
Wait, what?
The drafting is going across the bottom of the screen. Lance is saying at 22 we're taking Cooper DeJuan.
Michael Penix for the Raiders. That would be an interesting draft pick.
They said Tampa's going to take Kool-Aid. Damn.
Kool-Aid is the guy I've wanted like ever since we've gone in this offseason. He is who I've wanted at our number 22 pick.
I can see Kool-Aid. I still would prefer him, I think. But
Sean, you got your phone by you?
Yeah.
How do y'all feel about the running back class?
It's lacking this year.
I haven't seen many prospects in the running back. I know that Michigan guy. That's like about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels pretty low.
Because we need somebody like under Saquon. Because Saquon can get hurt.
I see us drafting a running back maybe in the 7th round.
Yeah. I can see that as well.
Sean, look at your.
I got you. Yep, I see.
Whoever gets Marvin Harrison Jr. is going to be a lucky team.
Yep.
I seen the
guy number 11 pick for that the Jets they have the Jets taking is who I saw a mock draft where they said we would move up to take him, and I was like I just don't see it. I just don't see us moving up for an offensive tackle just yet, but we'll see what happens.
What are we willing to give up for that though? That's
what I'm saying.
We have 2 second-round picks. We have way to play with. We also have picks next year. You could get rid of some players on the team that aren't very needed. Like, there's a lot you could do to trade up here.
These mock drafts are interesting.
Like you could trade one of these wide receivers we signed recently. Like there's a lot you could do.
I don't see him getting rid of that kid with the speed though. They'll leave him in the slot.
I've seen a lot of predictions that the Bears are going to trade up for Marvin Harrison Jr. to pair him with
I mean, they've
Caleb
got
Williams.
they can do it.
They picked 9, so they would just have to trade up about 4 spots.
Do y'all think we?
So they pick 1 and 9?
Yeah, because the number 1 pick came from the Panthers, who traded for Bryce Young, and then that went bad.
What was that word? I didn't hear you by that.
No, I was saying, what do y'all think about a wide receiver 3? I know T. Higgins asked for a trade.
I think for wide receiver 3, we could potentially aim for Vlad McConkey out of Georgia. He's the number one slot receiver out of this draft. I think he would be an interesting pickup. I'm also a bit biased as a Georgia fan, but
there's a wide receiver from South Carolina that looks pretty good. I forgot what his name is, but he has that size of Jay Brown, but just a little shorter.
Potentially could see Xavier Worthy. He's that dude who broke the 40-yard dash record.
Xavier Worthy to Philly.
I think Eagles would have to trade up for him. Hey, Tenarian Arnold. That's the dude Devontae Smith endorsed earlier.
Yeah.
I like that.
It just feels like this could go anywhere. And that's what is interesting.
I also see the Chiefs potentially trading up here to get a receiver.
Yeah. That can happen. Anything can happen right now. That's what makes it so crazy.
As long as we make a good pick and Dallas, busts again, I'll take it.
Half hour away.
We get a linebacker and a cornerback. Honestly, I'm satisfied.
Yep.
I find it interesting that there's been no draft trades. Like last year, there was a lot of them. This year, it's just every team stuck to their pick. So we're going to see a lot of trades during the draft itself. Because the Vikings want to trade up for J.J. McCarthy.
There's a lot of people that are looking, though. There's a lot of people that are waiting to see how people fall before they make their trade call.
Yeah, that's true.
I think that's what we're going to do a little bit, too. Kind of, if we move up into like a top 10, they're going to, I think it's going to be like if it's not somebody who goes right away, like maybe they move up a little bit. But I just don't know where we go. Like I was trying to.
I mean, all in all, let's be honest. If we're thinking logic here, Howie's known what he's going to draft since the beginning of the week.
Yeah,
if that person's available, he's got 3 people lined up that he knows that he wants. But let's be honest, that's what Howie does. He's been doing that for years.
Yeah, I mean, he's had some misses too, but the hits that he has.
DK Metcalf.
More Metcalf than hits.
Jalen Wake over Justin Jefferson will always be a terrible mistake. But
if we laughing at us, oh shit!
If we drafted Justin Jefferson, we wouldn't have gone AJ Brown.
Dan Watkins was a bust.
I feel like with Vic Fangio and Kellen Moore are probably going to play a huge impact on this pick, just because in the past they've seen what they've done, and Howie knows he's not the best at making those picks. So I think Vic Fangio is going to play a huge part on who gets picked up in this draft.
I mean, I'm still mad about losing Reddick. I mean,
it's like a 2026 pick.
Yeah, Hassan Reddick and Huff are basically the same person. Huff is just younger. That's it.
I mean, if you look at their stats, Huff and Way West snaps had almost identical stats to Reddick.
Yeah.
He had like 300 West snaps.
Go to Facebook. Make sure y'all share the podcast out to every Eagles group that you can.
Got you.
Please.
I got the stream pulled back up, by the way.
Oh, crap.
My bad. I accidentally closed it.
And when there's other choices
Warren, I'm mad at you, by the way.
Why? What's up, man?
Because you never call me no more.
Oh, man. Don't do me like that. You know it's all love here. It's all love. We just got to, we had to take a little break right now with the football season going on.
I feel like you don't care about me, man.
I care about you, bud.
that could fill that need.
You're my
Even early in the second. And you know what it comes down to very quickly, Rich and DJ, it comes down to this.
Joe
The same
Alt.
thing we say about quarterbacks, which is, are you comfortable with how many?
I wonder who Joe Alt's going to fall to, because it's like, depending on the mock draft, he's either like a top 5 pick or a top 20 pick. It's like nobody knows where
May
he's going to
20th,
go.
May 22nd. There's the workouts for us. They just posted it on the bottom.
Of course, I missed it. Who do we work out?
No, it's mandatory workout, like for when they bring everybody back.
Oh, yeah.
I gotcha.
May 20th and then May 22nd and 23rd. So they give them the 21st off.
Cool.
And then June 4th through the 6th is like mandatory.
As long as we're fucking playing during the preseason, actually get some people warmed up.
It's
And
going
not
to play one quarter. That's it.
The starters not playing in the preseason last year was always
Terrible.
confusing choice to me.
once, and Sirianni even said he regrets it. He said that that'll probably never happen again. Most teams, what they do is the first preseason game, you play one quarter, right? You play
One
the first
drive.
quarter, that's it. Yeah, or one drive, yeah. The next game, they typically play one full quarter or 2 quarters, depending on how they're looking. And then there's 3 preseason games. The last one
Yep.
they play a half. And I think
Unless
that's
you
what
played a
do.
Hall of Fame game.
Yeah. I think you have to get the boys warmed up. I mean, it's a long season. You got to be there in the beginning. You can taper off a little bit if you get some leads and stuff, but I don't want us looking that sloppy off the jump again.
Warren, I think you should come to the home opener at the Link with us this year.
We don't have the schedule yet. I'll be down.
It should be announced within the next week or 2.
And it was amazing. I'm definitely down to go to another.
So we know a bunch of us are going to go to the Tampa game because I'll be living in Florida. So
Okay. Yeah, I'll
if you can come to the Tampa game, that'd be cool.
we play Tampa this season?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
and
It's right here on
Tampa.
the thing, bro.
Again.
Look at the screen.
We always play Tampa Bay and Tampa for some reason.
Okay, let's do it. For some reason, I thought, no, is they're on here. Yeah, bro, let's do it because I told myself I plan on going to at least 5 games this season.
I'm doing at least 4. I'm at least 4 home games and 1 away, maybe, depending if I can afford it.
Yeah, because I'll definitely be going to the Dallas.
Because it's now Sean's responsibility to pick me up from the airport. So.
We're going to go from Allentown all the way to Philly. That'll be fun. I'm
Which
so
means you'll forget
excited.
about me.
You said what?
Which means you'll forget about me.
No, I have to
I'll
still
have,
do
I'll,
drive.
I'll have to walk to the freaking hotel.
There you go. Get some cardio in, Now, I'll definitely be going down to some games. Probably.
I
the
know
home start.
Shane said that we were going to try and buy our tickets all together and stuff so we would all sit together.
Yeah.
So we'll just have to get all the money together, like however much somebody's ticket is or whatever.
Well, let me know because I usually get those tickets from that season ticket holder for the cheap.
Yeah, just for one game, just sit with us.
Nice ad. You washed feet, man.
You hear me?
What'd you say?
For one game, you can't not sit in them seats and sit with us.
I don't know, man. They're pretty killer seats for the low. We'll see, probably.
What am I talking about? You're sitting with us at the Tampa game. I can't really bitch, but
Yeah, the Tampa game, I have no excuse.
dude, the Tampa game, we're going to the bottom bowl. I don't give a fuck. We're
have to,
sitting in the bottom, bro.
Almost time for the Sixers to play.
So how do y'all feel about Devin White now being on the team? I know
I think
I'm good with it because he's proven.
I would consider him an upgrade.
An upgrade? Okay.
I don't think the trade was smart for Athletic, but I think he's still an upgrade.
Do you feel like he's going to push Nakobe Dean?
I think it's gonna make him decline.
Well, it's hard to predict now. We're way too far away from the season still.
Yeah.
But I feel like Nakobe knows there's a target on his back.
Yeah. Nakobe Dean.
We'll find out during OTAs.
Yeah. I just feel like if Nakobe Dean was not getting injured and playing at like semi-par level, we wouldn't be looking for a linebacker in this draft right now.
Well, this is kind of who Nakobe reminds me of.
You can put Dallas Goedert in there too.
At this point,
Along with this,
fair, that was Washington's fault, them bastards.
especially this guy. And no, Sean, it was the Dallas game when he got hurt.
It was
Yeah.
No, I was talking
Yeah,
about
on
You're
that one.
talking about the year before. The
yeah,
Super
when
Bowl
they
year.
like snapped his arm. It was fucking brutal.
Yeah, well, they did that in the Dallas game too. They ripped him down and snapped his forearm in half.
So I took my buddy to his first game ever, Warren, my
Uh-huh.
best friend Parker. I took him to that game, and I was hyping it up. I'm like, dude, they're having a great season. This feels like a Super Bowl run, whatever. He's like, I have the worst luck at these games. Like, I should not be going to this. And I'm like, nah, dude, like, you got to come. You're like born and raised in Philly. You grew up in like Fishtown. Like, he is from Philly. I was like, we got to go. So I got him a ticket, whatever. And sure enough, we're winning. I'm like, oh, this looks great. Then we start losing. And I'm like, this kid might be bad luck. And then Robert's arm gets broken. Parker looks at me. He's like, I'm never going to another one again. I was like, son of a bitch. But he ended up.
And then he goes to the Dolphins game.
It was the Dolphins game when we crush him. Felt good.
Yeah. Dallas Goedert is good. We need him to be healthy. Your best ability is availability.
Exactly.
I think it's time to look for his replacement because it is getting near the end of his career.
He's at that age
Unfortunately.
though where we need to start looking because that's the same age that we drafted.
Him.
Is that when Ertz was that age? That's when we drafted Goddard.
Yeah. There's a lot of interesting tight end prospects, so I wouldn't complain if we get any of them.
Yeah,
there's definitely time to probably start looking for his replacement, though.
I just don't know who we would get, honestly, other
We
than
need to find a replacement for that clown too.
We got Cooper DeJean for that.
I was about to say, I was like, and then you got CJ Gardner-Johnson in there. He's going to be crushing shit this season.
Imagine Cooper DeJean and CJ Gardner-Johnson right next
Crazy.
Yeah, if Cooper DeJean, you'll have
of all time, man. Y'all better stop sleeping on my boy Sidney Brown.
Well, I'm just saying, CJ Gardner-Johnson, I think, is one of the big reasons that our defense just like lost its heart.
What the fuck is this highlighter chick walking out here? Looking like a fucking highlighter.
She's about to sing.
The glasses are cool as shit, though. I'll give her that. Glasses are real cool.
She looks like a fucking highlighter.
Oh, she's singing.
Oh,
She's hitting that shit. She's hitting it, though.
Dude, just think about how much money the NFL is making. They're so, it's something to anticipate for at least every 2-3 months.
Look at this clown.
He's crying over Saquon. Don't worry about it. He'll be all right. He'll be all right.
God.
There's a lot of blue. Where is this at? Is this
They're in Detroit.
That's what it is. Okay, I was about to say, are they in Detroit? I was like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Isn't like Eminem also supposed to? Oh, her earrings are even the Detroit logo. That's pretty fucking cool.
Cowboy and Zeke talk potential reunion.
Oh, he's going to the Cowboys. He's going.
Zeke? Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
Well, they don't have Pollard anymore, so right? They don't have Pollard anymore, right?
Yeah.
Their starting running back is that son of that one dude who's on the Cowboys organization.
You're talking.
You know, Dak's probably crying because he wants him back.
What's his name? I know exactly what you're talking about, Logan.
Will come to work with me tomorrow.
That really nobody dude who only got drafted because his dad worked with the Cowboys.
Yeah. Deuce? Is it Deuce?
I think so.
Deuce Vaughn, I think. Is it Deuce Vaughn?
That sounds right.
I think our biggest competition is going to be the Commanders this year. It's going to be the Commanders.
We'll find out. They are getting Drake May, right? Assuming they don't mess up the mock drafts.
Which they do. Let's be fair. They do.
One pick that's going to screw everything, dude.
That's how it usually goes.
And it could probably
have a lot to rebuild.
Everything points towards Jaden Daniels being this pick. I thought Drake May had a good shot at getting that selection. Everything.
Yeah,
How long do
Jaden
we give
Daniels
it?
also makes sense.
How long do we give it before Goodell walks off stage saying the pick's in that he comes right back out? I give him 3 minutes.
There's gonna be some type of like, because I remember with Will Levis last year, they were talking him up, and they usually just use him as like just bait.
The Sixers game still hasn't started. They just getting onto the court.
Well, they were doing the award ceremony.
Oh, it started.
I think that's a little bit overblown because it was 3 seasons at Arizona State.
I think we need to get back to this topic of the fact that Warren doesn't love me anymore.
If I could be there, bro, I would hug you.
Oh, isn't that cute? Isn't that cute?
I feel offended.
Jeff Curry won Clutch Player of the Year. It makes sense.
Here in Arnold at 9th.
What did Tobias Harris get? I suck ass award.
He might win it if there was a worst player award. Sixers ball first. Sixers score first. Knicks miss. Sixers rebound. Good start. Tobias Harris has hit a shot.
Oh my God.
Oh wow, he finally did it for once. Look at him.
Miracle.
Alas, he hits a shot.
So it says we're expected to get an offensive lineman.
I saw that, yeah.
I would not like us getting an offensive lineman.
But Cooper DeJohn is number 23. Okay.
He couldn't finish the game, so he's got to stay on the field. As you see inside the theater, the prospects who are here at the draft, the 13 of them are being introduced on the stage.
Hey, are we going live for round 2 and 3 tomorrow?
I'm down.
I thought that was the point already.
The bottom line is we're going to look at these guys 10 years from now and say, which of
Stevens Powell and Knicks.
new coach for the Commanders, and you got Gerard Mayo.
Warren, you're more than welcome to join us, sir.
Most definitely. What time you are going live?
6:30.
About it. Let's do it.
Which days is it? Tomorrow and Saturday?
Yeah.
Tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday. Yeah.
No Sunday, just Saturday.
Just Saturday? Okay.
Saturday's going to be rounds 4 through 7.
Okay.
What time are they starting Saturday?
7. No,
12?
noon.
Yeah, 12.
Okay. Yeah, then I should be able to probably do it. I have some stuff Saturday evening, so I could probably jump in for a little bit. It shouldn't be a problem.
Ladies and
As long
gentlemen,
as
Sean's going on a date.
Not the NFL music, Jesus Christ.
As long as Brock Bowers doesn't go to the Cowboys.
What's that word?
No, Xavier Legette was that wide receiver's name from South Carolina that I'm talking about.
Sean's going to get so yeah.
It's like
Caleb
a
Williams.
Brown.
Sean's going to get so in his mood for his date. Is what he's going to do.
AJ Brown has agreed to a 4-year, $96 million contract.
That just happened?
Yes.
Wait, what?
They extended him?
Yeah, I know they were rumored to be extending it.
3-year, $96 million contract through 2029.
What, good now?
That just happened?
Yeah, it's trending. Looks like it. Yep.
Yep,
Wide
it is.
receiver
John
agrees
Clark
with
reported it.
Terms on a new 3-year extension for $96
Motherfucker, how he's like paying
for any wide receiver in NFL. He made the highest for any NFL wide receiver in history. He's now under contract through 2029, and his total guarantee of $84 million is the highest.
Yep, I see it.
Wow.
Yo,
anywhere.
We're in win mode right now. We are in freaking win mode right now.
We're going for a dynasty build here, is what it feels like. They're thinking we have the pieces and they're locking them in so that way nobody can bounce while we're on this run.
That's
it's the national anthem.
That's crazy.
That is.
What a good year to be an Eagle.
That's huge.
What a good year to be an Eagle.
What a good time, actually. Just a dynasty.
That is huge. Oh,
All that
Your hair's a
talk.
bit messy.
Take your hats off.
I don't have a hat on. I have headphones. So that works. There you go.
Sean, turn it up. Sean, turn it up. The Warthogs, though.
The cracking up is killing me. Give me 1 sec. I might have another site. I think the other one I was on is better.
We've never spoken.
God bless America and God bless Howie Roseman.
Love stargazing.
That's crazy.
Parking, and occasionally your right foot gets a
And
little.
Howie would do that
Let's
right
just
before
be
the
it didn't
draft.
begin in the studio. It began with you.
It's not bad.
Does that hurt us like that,
Cam
though?
Jordan, confidence is a game changer. Just like doctors all over the world,
How bad is what now?
Invisalign aligners to improve his winning smile.
How bad does it hurt our cap?
The Eagles are in discussion with Broncos for Patrick Surtain, so Broncos can ammo to move up for it.
Tobias Harris is currently is almost leading in our points right now.
Are you serious? It's because he knew I was
He's like-
talking shit.
He's right behind Kelly Oubre with 4.
The Bud Light Genie?
He's 2 for 4 on shots.
Bud Lights? I'm a genie.
Dude, if we get Patrick Surtain, it's a wrap.
He is 3 safety, correct?
Corner, I want to say.
Come on in.
He would literally take James Bradbury's job.
Dude, that's so Howie Roseman. I don't give a fuck right now. Sean.
Oh yeah, of course. That's my man. I like the Many Men meme where he plays the 50 Cent Many Men. That's just him walking up.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody.
That's dope.
It's my favorite shit. I love it. And it feels like it fits with Saquon coming in when he had the same song going on, and it's him transforming into the Eagles uniform. I was like,
Patriots are about to trade for Brandon Ayuk.
how we be cooking? Brendan Ayuk, what? What happened?
About to go to the Patriots.
Brandon Ayuk. All
Get him
right,
out of the Niners. Get him out.
it's ESPN official now. AJ Brown, 3 years, $96 million extension. Includes 84 million.
It's crazy, but it's worth it. It's AJ Brown. I think it'll
It
pay
is.
off. I think
He'll
it'll pay
shut all
off.
the haters up, dude. He'll shut
84
all the
million
naysayers.
guaranteed. Jesus Christ.
You were made to find inner peace.
2029 he's here till.
Yep.
That's awesome.
NFL just reported it.
6 years.
That's wild.
Dude, they're building for now.
100%. They're building for now and for like slightly in the future. I think they want to go
telling you
for
right now.
dynasty.
If Sirianni doesn't go deep in the playoffs, he's fired.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. This is all more pressure on Syria. If he can't take them there, they're going to get Bill Belichick.
Howie's laying it out for him right now. If you don't do something this year, you're done.
Bill Belichick all day, dude. Bill Belichick.
I was
Don't
actually
say it.
kind of hoping we would get Bill Belichick. I
Bill
love Bill.
Belichick is the type of coach that Jalen Hurts needs. That's
100%. 100%.
He'll make him
I couldn't agree
humble
more.
real quick.
No trade-in required. Partner with our
that's the coach that he needs, but for some reason, they want to stick with Nick Sirianni.
I saw this because they said they could control Sirianni and like kind of be like, this is what we're doing with the team. Where
Yeah.
Bill Belichick would be like, no, this is what we're actually going to do with the team. You know? So,
Yo,
I trust you.
I think that is true. However, as bad as we ended last season, I think ownership's like, yo, we need to put people that actually know what they're doing.
Yeah.
And even you got to think about it. Even Howie Roseman is on the chop block right now. Like,
100%.
who the hell did you pick? last offseason.
Yeah. Look
Like
what
all
this
these
lady put up.
linebackers that were terrible.
Look what
It
this
didn't
lady.
go well.
Hey, look what this lady tweeted to the Ian Rappaport thing.
Charles Davis and move
I can't see it. What does it say?
as we're getting close to the top of the hour. Ian
Say Oh, okay. So it said Howie. I was like, oh, okay. Fair enough.
Joe Embiid missing a 25-foot
Oh,
shot.
they're announcing it right now.
Yep, turn it up, Sean.
Draft by being traded to the Eagles and getting contract extension a couple years ago, now has a new deal. Sources say 3-year extension, $96 million, the highest of any receiver in NFL history. $84 million in guarantees. This deal done by Tory Dandy of CAA. First Devontae Smith, now the Eagles continue to their best players.
Was that
Okay.
ago I said Amon St. Brown was the highest paid receiver?
It was a great era. We had a great era.
Oh, he had a good run. He had a really good run. What's going to happen third overall, do you think, tonight, Ian?
Rich, over the course of the last several days, the New England Patriots have received trade offers from teams which Vikings trying to
I'm trying to find a new stream as we speak.
The Patriots, as of right now, seem set to stick, potentially take their franchise quarterback. I think most people believe
Colin Patrick
they would be that selection.
I'm feeling it.
Really, really interesting. Monty Osiport, the general manager for the Arizona Cardinals, then would be in a spot where he could either stick there, take, let's say, a receiver, let's say someone Harrison Jr. or Malik Neighbors, or potentially get trade offers from teams. Giants, maybe the Vikings, maybe the Raiders to trade up for maybe J.J. McCarthy. Going to get fascinating at number 4.
Ford said that he wasn't going to entertain any draft offers until he was on the clock. And, you know, that's understandable that he would have to see who actually goes in front of him.
We are 5 minutes away.
Hopefully this one's a little
on
bit
the
better.
draft board. But does that really happen? Like, would he turn his phone off for the last 6 weeks and he's just going to turn it on and have 96
There we go.
messages? Like,
Call screening.
how does it work?
You're going to get your best offer at the last minute.
Is the audio goofing, or is that just my end?
I think it's just your end.
Sorry about that.
Final,
all right, we should be good.
Once you get me these offers late in the process. This is a fascinating portion of the draft, starting with the New England Patriots there at 3.
All right, we're good.
I was there in that stadium last year, and there was
Joey
no
Shake
energy
says
in
Graham
there.
retiring
There
after
wasn't a lot of hope in this
2024.
franchise. It's
Milton
resulted in
Williams
a new
going
head
after
coach in
2024.
Gerard
Josh
Mayo.
Sweat going after 2024.
They need a new
Jordan Davis make a
They
break.
don't have to get that quarterback on the field week 1, but they need some hope.
I'm gonna go get my drink filled up so I'm ready to go.
And if you
Sound like
spent
shit.
5 minutes talking
4
to Drake
minutes.
May, you will feel that
Oh,
energy,
yeah.
and he will bring that not only to his team, the building, as well as the city. You can get cute and we can move around and we like this quarterback almost as much. That's a mistake in my opinion. If you like Drake May, you think he's the third quarterback, you need one, you stay there, you take him.
Yeah, and he's a big time.
Even Sean's missing out this time.
But the job's not done for Drake May if you're Elliott Wolf. The job now, Joel, is to get people to go with him. Because there was no energy in the stadium because there was no one scared anyone on the defensive side of the football. In New
I think
England
that's
on
what
offense
Brock
for the last
Bowers.
couple
They
of
can't make
seasons.
their mind.
Jatavian Sanders, I think, would be an interesting tight end pickup.
They still got to go get
Yeah. I've heard a lot about him.
They've got to get some juice.
If the Eagles don't trade up for Bowers, which they're not going to.
On the defensive side, that's got to
I'm
change for
still
them.
very strong about a defensive tackle, though. I'm telling you.
I could see that too, possibly. It has to be somebody on defense, I think, in this first round. It just has to be.
Because if you really think about the list of cornerbacks, Isaiah Rodgers, James Bradbury, Darius Slay, Eli Ricks, you got what's his name from Georgia? Ringo.
Oh.
That's 7 right there.
If they have to go to 4, that leaves Jim Harbaugh.
It's true.
And then you still got Maddox.
First pick as
That's
the
8.
Chargers head coach and the best player available.
So you got
Marvin
options
Harrison
for
Jr.
corner.
from Ohio State.
Well, that's a great.
If our
That's
defense
true.
is putting that much pressure on, if our defensive line is putting that much pressure on the quarterback, it's going to make any one quarterback be
And you were 31st or 32nd in the league in wide receiver yardage. You've got to change that for your quarterback.
They've done a good job.
3 minutes away. Still, the Bears are on the clock.
But when you look at their roster, they've tried to get some balance and some depth. They need blue chip players, and they're going to have one staring them right in the face. And Marvin Harrison Jr. with unlimited upside as well as an extremely high floor. They need difference.
I'm interested to see what happens here.
Is the biggest difference
That AJ Brown extension, I feel good about it. Wearing the AJ Brown jersey, I'll take it. Mr. Money Man.
There's 3 teams. One of them's the
AJ Brown got signed twice during the draft.
Exactly. He'd be breaking. He likes to break news. I like it. I remember last season he said something during the draft where he's like, "I'm going to stay quiet because I don't want to get traded during the draft again." And I just started. It was on Twitter. I was cracking the hell up. I was like, "Attaboy, AJ, laugh about it."
Which is deep, as we've already established in this hour-long pre-draft kickoff show, is deep at certain positions. So maybe that might happen.
No question. Go back to Arizona.
All right. Hey, look.
Wide receiver contract.
Mr. Late is here.
You got enough picks. You can get other players
Went all in with your quarterback help pick.
Get them a player.
Yeah.
And the Patriots are lucky sometimes.
We are 1 minute away.
Not even paying attention.
They've got to move up to get somebody who might be number 1 overall in another draft. Like
Hi, Sunshine.
the stage that is set figuratively.
Oh, you can see me.
Looking at the actual stage from which the 22.
How you doing, brothers? How y'all doing?
Will take
Your mic is choppy, brother.
Football crazy Detroit, Michigan.
Take this out, man.
Caleb Williams about to become a Chicago Bear, and then what?
What if he doesn't even make it?
All right.
He ends up being a-
I can't stand that kid, dude. Like,
Dennis, hear me now?
yeah, you're good.
You say you don't like Caleb Williams?
It's like nowhere else.
The cockiness. That's what.
Sometimes you need that in a QB, though.
As soon as he said that he wanted ownership in the team and all that shit, I'm like, nah, dude.
That's crazy. That's
I'm like, bro, you're unproven.
So much of my story has
He's one injury away to being nothing. So
Draft time.
a new energy, and these guys embody what Motown does best.
I'm telling you, I'm worried about what the Commanders are going to do.
Me too.
I think they draft Jaden Daniels or Drake May. There's no other thing they do there.
Completely new.
But see, they were talking like that last year, and Will Levis was supposed to get picked up, and Will Levis just sat there the whole first round.
This year's Will Levis is what probably JJ McCarthy.
You think so?
Because like at the start of the draft, it was like JJ's gonna be drafted in like the 4th or 5th round, and then suddenly like he's gonna be a top 5 pick. The Vikings are trading up for him. Like he went from nobody wants him to he's gonna be a top 10, 5, whatever pick.
What about Pence?
Penix has been like a 2nd round pick the entire draft. I don't think I've ever seen him being drafted in the 1st round in mock drafts.
Probably those injuries he's had in the past.
150,000 people are here for a big-time, highly anticipated.
All right, Joel. Here we go. 8 o'clock.
National Football League draft. Fans from all across this football-loving nation coming to the football-loving state of Michigan, where the Detroit Lions are rulers of the NFC North Roost and hosts.
Watch Caleb Williams not go to the Bears.
I would laugh my ass off. I'm not kidding. I would really
he's
crack
definitely-
up.
It's gonna be. It's gonna be.
I just think it
well.
would be funny if he didn't go. He like goes to the
My
Bears.
friend from Fox Sports, Mr. Big Noon himself.
There's no chance that's not Williams.
Yeah, but like Dennis said, the whole ownership thing that definitely draws me away from him as a fan, as everything. Like it's just who does that? That was
The Bears have met like their entire team with
Thank you to
Caleb
Captain
Williams.
Cheese 23 for that sub on YouTube. We appreciate you.
It's incredible. And it's
Watch him on
the draft is in Detroit.
the Pivot
Detroit is a
podcast
team that was
when
turned
they
around by the
interviewed
work they did in the
Caleb
draft.
Williams.
Going out and getting offensive linemen, going out and getting wide receivers.
You don't really become a fan for him. You just want to see what he can do.
And oh, by the way,
Yeah.
potentially
You gotta
better
prove
hope
it
he
now.
makes
as
this.
well.
You got to prove it now.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
The Bears
Be
definitely
remiss
I'll
if we
say
didn't say,
that.
what up, Joe?
You know what I don't like about the
Dude, I
Bears? How
will
they're
die
making so
if they
much
don't
moves
draft him in
now.
the first round.
They're making so much moves from Caleb Williams, but they couldn't help Justin Fields while he was there. They couldn't do anything to put anything around him, but all of a sudden for Caleb Williams, they're flipping pigs, doing this, about to build a stadium, all sorts of stuff.
They need a good quarterback that they can build around for their new shitty stadium that they can lose in.
But he
$4 billion
in a
stadium.
better position though.
Yeah,
Think
it's
about
true.
those coaches. His head
It's
coach.
nice looking. I'll give them that. I mean, the diagram of it's nice.
The Lake
It
Erie
kind of
looks
looks,
nice.
it kind of looks identical to the Legion Stadium.
You could see the scene in the draft hall and the
Allegiant Stadium, I actually seen it in Vegas. That's one of the prettiest looking stadiums. They say the LA SoFi, but Allegiant Stadium looks crazy. It looks like a piece of glass, a big piece
That's
of
where
glass.
last year's Super Bowl was held.
Amazing.
Verizon Small Business Days are here. April 22nd to the 28th.
This dude really put in our comments, let's go Birds, and he's a Ravens fan. Yes, go Birds. The
Let's
green,
go Birds.
the green Birds, go Birds.
We appreciate that.
Not Ravens.
I think you're talking about different birds.
Which birds?
Get more for your business. Partner with
There's a Ravens fan talking about
Let's make it
the Ravens.
Hey, it's me, your future.
Oh, just to let y'all know, we made that offer on the house today.
Now we're totally screwed.
I'll find out tomorrow if this lady's going to accept the thing or not.
What else to go to Florida?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay. Good luck, bro. Good luck. I know you need that.
We're out in Florida.
Ocala.
Okay.
That's what's up, bro.
Jay, we're all going to the Tampa game. You coming with us or what?
Tampa game. Once the schedule gets released, I mean, like I told Warren, I've been working weekends for years. This is the first season, so I'm ready to go all in. So you can basically count me in, bro. We just got to get the schedule so I can get the logistics.
No, as soon as it comes out, that's when we're going to organize like what tailgate games we're doing, and then I know because I'll be in Florida, we're doing the Tampa game.
Took me 3 weeks.
Yeah, I would love to go to. One of my best friends lives in Tampa. My brother lives in Orlando. So anytime I go to Florida, it's a win-win for me. So definitely, and I never been.
Now
to
you
Tampa
get to see
before.
me.
And then we get to meet Dennis and shoot a bunch of shit.
And talk about how much of a piece of shit this guy is.
Who? Which
You really
one?
don't
I'm
like
joking. I'm joking with you.
They
guys.
might just trade him.
Oh! I just realized what it was. I was looking over at this picture of it. Yo,
I don't see the
we
Eagles
all
trading
thought about
Blankenship.
you once he signed that 1-year extension. We all thought about you, Dennis. There's not one person who didn't think about
Facts.
Dennis.
I thought
Exactly,
about
yeah, that fact.
I thought about
100%. I was actually sitting back. I was like, I think I was at a bar or something. I sat back and looked, and I was like, Dennis is crying right now. You know what I mean? I swear to God, it was the funniest. And I was out with some people, and I was like, my buddy Dennis is crying right now. They're like, who the fuck is Dennis? I'm like, you wouldn't get it. You wouldn't get it. But you know what I mean? I was cracking up.
Same thing I said. I was like, yo, Dennis is punching the air somewhere. Like, he's
Oh,
pissed
yeah.
off. Like,
I think he even made a post that
he
exact
did right
day, too.
away within about
Yeah.
20 minutes.
Trending now, Jason Kelsey to return out of retirement for the Philadelphia Eagles in 2024 on a 1-year deal.
Yeah, bullshit.
I don't
What
see
a
that
fucking
happening.
snapper. He wanted
Yeah,
to
I
get
don't
off the
see it
Reed
happening.
Blankenship train.
I was about to. I looked at my phone to see it.
I swear to God, me too. Shit pulled
Oh,
up.
dude, I'd have flipped. I'd have flipped out.
I feel like after that speech he did, you can't come back from that.
Schedule release
I just
coming in
think,
May.
I think the whole crying on the sideline, like the way he went up, but the thing is, the
1 minute.
season ended
1 minute until the Bears on the clock.
part of our screens that we have here on our set.
Look at that, it's packed out, man. Wow.
In what's going
Yeah, they had to close it a bit ago because it was completely filled.
on about what's about to happen from backstage.
Detroit's on gridlock right now.
Something I would stay tuned for.
The draft is a fun thing to attend too.
1 minute, seconds.
That's not right.
God, I hate Roger Goodell.
Welcome to the
Son of a
D.
bitch.
Nope. Come on, Roger.
You okay, Commish? Nervous?
Nah, Barry. I'm just fired up.
What's it on your sweater?
God, I hate him. Every time I see that phase.
Mom, spaghetti.
How much you want to bet Barry Sanders calls the draft pick for the Lions?
Oh, we
I think it might be Eminem.
I'm ready, Commish. These guys
Could be.
are going to remember
this night for the
Sixers are down 3
not to
currently.
mention their families, friends. No pressure, bro. Now, who is going to come out on stage with me?
It should be Barry. He's the Detroit GOAT. No.
Is that Megatron?
He's taller. How about Hutch?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
You have to do better than that.
Wouldn't be surprised if he brings out
We
the
only
pick.
have one shot to nail this. One shot.
Detroit robbed him, dude.
I knew
You're
it.
still gonna get booed, right?
I'm not afraid.
I'm
Yeah,
afraid for you.
he wasted his career over there. But he's good there for sure. Players always have an option to leave.
They are going to send Eminem out with him.
That's fire. I'm rocking with it. I'm an Eminem guy. It's okay.
Rap battle.
I like how he's interacting more with the NFL and everything. That's pretty cool. Dating back in last season, he was in the playoff game.
Oh, we got any more volume?
Yeah, I got you. Oh, give me 1 sec.
There he is.
We waited 6 years to say this. Welcome to the NFL Draft in Detroit.
Damn.
That's wild.
Let's go, Big
Look
D.
at that.
How you like that? Em, I was just kidding about the rap battle. We're gonna save that for another day. But the pride of Detroit.
Nobody
has
laughed
got
at
a
that
little
joke.
some surprise for you, and bringing out a few other surprises for you. So, Em, here you go. Detroit, what up? It's here. Make some noise for the Detroit Lions. Let's go.
Yo, look, the Lions deserve it, bro.
Oh, shit.
Look, and let me. I don't want to
They
come
got the first
off.
round
I don't
pick.
want to come off as a hater. What I'm about to say, but like I get it, like but they're making so much of Detroit, and nothing has really been done yet. Like it's not like they've had a deep playoff run. It's not like they've had back-to-back 15 or 14 wins.
There he is.
Oh, shit.
It's like I get it though. I get it. They were starving for like 30 years, so I get it. We're used to winning, so.
They're holding on to what they can. They're holding on to what they can.
Like, they're making, like, you would think they were the NFC Championships the way they're celebrating right now. I don't think I've ever seen a team bring out the current team at the draft.
Hey, this is
players,
crazy. I
but
can't believe it. But before we get off the stage, I need to hear one thing. Jared Goff. Jared Goff.
Why?
Jared Goff.
Exactly. That's exactly
You
what
understand what I'm trying to say? The MVP. Gotta let him live, though.
What's up, Detroit? Let's go, baby.
Dude, you're so.
And that was his 2024 season.
Yeah.
Hey, Detroit, let's turn up tonight, baby. Let's get it.
That's a bad man right there.
Yeah, he's from there, though, so that's like his house. He's from there, so his story is crazy.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, shit.
Checking out a legend
What's up,
over
Detroit?
here.
What's up, football
A goat
fans?
over here.
Thank you for showing the world how we doing here in Detroit. Great job, guys.
Top 5.
Barry's like, fuck you, Detroit. You robbed me too. I don't even want fucking beer.
I just got one
The
thing to
players'
say.
careers going to die sometimes. You end up in places up there.
Megatron's like, yeah, fuck y'all too. Y'all fucking Barry treated me too. Fuck you.
All right, Detroit. Come on.
They're booing
Shout out
him.
to the
Nobody
Hodgins
wants to see
family.
you, bro. He said, come on. You hear this guy?
Yeah.
We got
I know
fans
Sean's
from
liking
32
this.
teams right down here, and of course, all the Detroit faithful in the back. Welcome to all of you, and most importantly, thank you to Detroit. You guys have been awesome.
Can you just retire?
on
We
the
all
spot.
hate you.
All right,
He is
you ready to
on
get the
spot.
show on the road?
I imagine they don't have much time. I don't imagine they're going to be thinking about this decision for much
Is
long.
now underway.
Still going to have to drag it out just for the suspense.
And the loudest boo is reserved for the Bears fans. There's 8 Mile. With all due respect, Barry Sanders is 10 Mile. 10.4 miles of all-purpose yards. In case you're wondering, Calvin is 6.7 mile out there. What a great way, along with 3 of the more popular current Detroit Lions.
See what happens.
Bears on the clock. All right, Daniel.
The Bears room doesn't even look like they're thinking about it. They're just sitting there.
That is the expectation. And really, it was the expectation after the 2022 season. Before this past season even started, he would be the first overall pick.
They're like, we already know who we're getting. Like, fuck you guys.
Yeah, they look too comfortable.
There was no discussion going on here.
But the talent that he possesses,
usually you see people amped up. They're about to get their guy. Does anybody here look amped up yet?
now has hope. When you watch Kate,
I think they've probably gone out all their height since they've had like every single Bears ball ever meet with Williams.
That's one of the questions. Can he play from the pocket? Well, when he's protected, absolutely. You'll see
everything you ever watch is like off script.
Accurately. Over the top.
He has a couple,
Dude, how messed up is it going to be if they don't pick him first?
He look off script.
Williams is excited. I think he received his call.
Run across his body.
Snap your hip like this and deliver the ball right on the money for the USC Trojans. We learned
My
of
question
him.
is,
This is the first time
as
against
good as
Texas. They're
Caleb
down
Williams
against their rival at Oklahoma.
why
goes
did
into
he
the
not
ball
make
game.
James
He
Rice
leads
look
the
even
Sooners
better?
back, and they go on to
It's
win
him.
that
He got the
ball
call.
game. One of the interesting things that Ryan Poles said through this process, the general manager of the Chicago Bears, he said there's quarterbacks that are artists and there's quarterbacks that are surgeons. Caleb Williams has majored in artistry. He's minored as a surgeon. That's going to need to flip for him at the next level for him to be successful. But the talent, guys, is undeniable.
But if you're laying on that table, you want both.
Beyond
Okay, you want the artist and the surgeon.
Now the Bears women's excited.
And Caleb Williams can provide that. And what I'm thinking about when I watch this, Daniel's already gone through the accolades, tells you what he's about. Joel's seen him on tape and in person. He can tell you more about that. Here's what I'm looking at. This is a Chicago franchise that's built up around him before he even arrives. Offensive line has gotten better. They got Darnell Wright last year. The receiving core has gotten beefed up. Keenan Allen has come over. DJ Moore in the last 2 years. Cole Kmet's locked up at tight end. They bring in DeAndre Swift at running
Patriots
back.
and the Colts are in a trade negotiation to move up to 3.
Defense that really played well at the end of
Makes
last year.
sense.
That helps a young quarterback.
Marvin Harrison
And
about to
last
go
but
play
not
for his
least,
daddy's team.
goes
What?
into a division.
After
They
this
have to
first
have
pick
this
is
guy
basically when
because
this
Detroit is
draft
out
is
there
really
with
going to
Jared
start
Goff.
because like everyone knows
Green
what's going
Bay's
to
out
happen
there
here.
with Jordan Love. This quarterback's got to give them that opportunity, and Minnesota's going to try and do the same chasing tonight, Joel Klatt, and find their QB.
It looked like he just, by the way, got a phone call.
That's right.
He was playing Wordle. I think the word Bears put it into the Wordle. But it does look like we're finally seeing some activity here.
Showing your camera,
though.
though.
This whole notion about being surgical and a magician, and he is kind of a combination of the two. You know, when I watched Patrick Mahomes at Texas Tech, this guy was a magician outside of the pocket, and we have not seen somebody that can be surgical outside of the pocket when he's creating, like Patrick Mahomes. And
Shout out to the
Caleb
Hodgins
Williams.
family,
This is
man.
his
Welcome
superpower,
to the
guys.
stream.
As soon as he
Thank
breaks
you for.
contain, watch the power
Shout out
the
to Justin
accuracy
Brown.
that he throws with on the run. You just hold your breath because you know it's going to be spectacular. And DJ, you touched on it, throwing to his left. That one against Colorado.
Justin, make sure you hit that follow button, man. Stay locked in with us. Hit us up on YouTube as well. Appreciate your support.
Make those throws. The off-platform velocity and arm talent that he has is second to none.
Yeah, Ryan Poles is now on the phone. The first time when we looked at the Bears draft room, they were all just sitting there staring ahead and wondering, when can we start actually doing the inevitable? Because Caleb Williams took one top 30 visit. It was to Chicago. The Bears had one quarterback come visit them. It was Caleb Williams. This was obvious.
They didn't even. That's another thing too. They're so locked in on him. They didn't even take a visit from another quarterback. Bro, this better work out for them. This better be grand slam, because when you don't even take another visit from, even give yourself a choice between that and another guy, somebody can get fired over this fast.
are the quarterbacks that play on schedule, play on time, and then give you the artistry of 2 or 3 times a game. That is exactly what I believe Caleb Williams has the capabilities of doing. But as you
Pick should be in soon as we're getting close to the end of the clock.
at USC, make him inside the pocket first.
Gonna make us wait the whole damn time.
Only when need be.
Yeah, that's what they do with the first pick.
Home run hitter is a positive, but also a negative. There were times last year he got bored with completions. He'd have a shallow cross right in front of him. He'd bypass it looking for a home run down the field. In the NFL, you've got to take those completions. You can't become bored with them. One positive, you mentioned the defense with the Bears. Last year, USC's defense was 123rd in scoring defense. Every series when you're watching tape, it felt like there was another 7 points on the other side.
Kind of getting
He's
impatient.
not going to have to go point
I want to get
chasing
to number 2.
like he
The
did
pick
in
is
college.
in.
That happens.
The
That
pick
changes
is
how you
in.
go about things, and you get you're going to get bored with completions because you need points. So you're trying to jam the ball down.
I wonder who they're gonna pick.
Jordan made such a great point about Mahomes and all. I'm going to add one other to you.
Shout out to all 17 viewers in the stream right now. Make sure you hit that follow button. Make sure you hit the subscribe button on YouTube. Make sure you go check out the Eagles Collective on their Facebook page. We are live for the first time. Both of us teaming up for a big stream here for you guys covering the NFL draft. Thank you all for being here. We really appreciate
Real
it.
quick, Rich, are we sure they weren't calling the Panthers to thank him and then calling Caleb?
Hey, man.
I'm sure it was a phone call.
And again, the Bears have a second-round pick in next year's draft from that trade. The last time the Bears used the first overall pick in an NFL draft, 77 years ago, in 1947, when they took the running back out of Oklahoma State, Bob Fenimore, known better as the Blonde Bomber. That's the last time they used the first overall pick.
People are calling for Embiid to be ejected after he tried injuring one of the Knicks players.
And here we are tonight.
The point chasing is such a good point because USC last year, they were in every game, but
Sixers are
only
out for
because
Ford.
Caleb was being Superman in all of those games. If you go back the year
Not a
prior,
good look for
when he
Embiid.
had better wide receivers around him, you
think his
did
time
see
in
some of that
Philly
surgical play from the pocket.
He almost
winding
got
down.
that team into the college football playoff.
That's right.
In
Within
that
a game.
first
I
year.
agree.
Pulled hamstring away from possibly getting hurt in a Pac-12 game.
So the dream of Caleb Williams becoming the first overall pick in the draft is finally
Here we
about to be
go.
realized, and Chicago's Bears fans who are hoping for a second coming at quarterback about to hear the name of Caleb
Wow,
Williams
they
from
selected
the draft
Caleb
stage.
Williams.
Roger Goodell heading out
That's a
Who
surprise.
saw
to
that?
make this
Who saw that one coming?
known, and then the intrigue will begin
On to the
with
next
the
pick.
Washington Commanders on the clock.
This is the whale first pick.
This is when it's going to get interesting because people are trying to go for
2024
three.
NFL draft. The Chicago Bears select Caleb Williams, quarterback, Southern California.
There it is. A Detroit
Overrated.
for Caleb Williams.
Overrated.
And he is the first overall pick in the
I just
NFL
think that
draft.
I just think I
Caleb
don't know.
went from
We're gonna see.
Oklahoma to
Like I said,
USC.
he's a lot of
His
off.
coach, Lincoln
He's
Riley,
gotta
He's a lot of off schedule. He's a lot of off
USC
schedule.
Immediately won a Heisman Trophy this past
This is
year.
basically the whale
Wasn't
first pick.
the way he wanted it to go in terms of wins and losses and things of that nature. But his talent is undeniable. And Bears fans, yes, he's about to put a Bears hat on and introduce himself to the world and head to Michigan Ag.
He might not have ran a 40 in Indy,
He
but
didn't even look in the mirror, bro. He's
He's
like,
flying up
you
there.
guys,
He's
I'm out.
excited to get this journey started.
When you see all the things that come with Caleb
Scream
Williams,
like a
people have
bitch.
talked about the nail
Why
polish
is
and
he
the flair,
even like?
the way that he
We're gonna
dresses. He
see.
made so much
Like I
money
said,
in NIL.
you
I
don't
can
take
tell
a,
you from experience,
visit.
he has competitive fire in
You gotta
his
work
eyes.
out.
And ever since I talked with him as a true freshman when he was at Oklahoma, this is what he has been dreaming of. Not only this moment, but being the #1 pick. This has been his goal.
Take the
He wants to
picture,
go
bro.
to an organization, and as he told me, change the culture. He wants to be that engine.
He's
for the
just too
Chicago Bears.
cocky,
Do you
bro.
remember the name Johnny Lujak at all? Johnny
Now,
Lujak
can
was
the Bears
Who was the
actually
last
have a winning
quarterback
weapon?
that came out like that? You
That's
remember
the
when
name.
Manziel
Last
came
great
out and
quarterback the
flashed
Bears
and
had
this?
that was consistent.
Yep.
It
Sid
didn't
loved
bode
it.
well for
You gotta go
Manziel.
back a long
Remember
way for
this?
that. They thought they had it in Jim McMahon. It didn't happen except for one season when
I
they
was
won
just
the Super
thinking
Bowl.
about him
They
when
thought
I'm
they
seeing
were
this
gonna
guy
get
on
a
stage.
long-term run.
Dude
This is
snorting
where they think
cocaine
the
and
long-term
shit during the
run
draft.
starts here with Caleb Williams.
When I asked the guys in their personnel department, what did you learn about Caleb Williams from the end of the season to when you really got to spend time with him to now?
Good job,
They
guys.
said a couple things. Number one,
Yeah,
we talked
good-
to all
good
of his
job.
teammates at
Knew
Oklahoma
you were gonna do
and at
this
USC,
about a
and
year
they
ago.
love him.
That's right.
That was the first thing. The second thing was I don't know if anybody's had more noise and more chaos around him, more negative attention. And he was so steely focused. He did not get
yeah, we see the
sidetracked.
Commanders
Didn't even
trade
bother.
down
He
here.
just powered right
Not
through.
likely.
Kind of ironic that his career begins getting booed by
Commanders need a
150,000
quarterback,
people here
man.
in Detroit. He wasn't very bothered by that.
It wasn't the Commanders that traded the second overall pick for the Philadelphia Eagles.
And of course, it'll be up to him to quiet the crowd.
They would
as
not
Bears
trade that
fans
to
are
us.
hoping that he will do at the
Dude,
control
can you imagine
tower
if we
and
drafted
that
Marvin
has
Harrison Jr.
DeAndre
if that
Swift
shit
and
happened?
Keenan Allen
DeAndre
new to
Swift,
it. Cole
DJ
Kmet,
Moore, Keenan
a
Allen.
fifth-year
Oh,
player
yes.
at the tight end spot. As we all know, DJ Moore came
Last
in
year when the
trade
Eagles had
last year
that
with
early,
Carolina,
10
and
to
he had a
11,
terrific first
this
season.
would have been the
What
year.
wound
We'd
up
had
being
this.
Justin
They could have
Fields'
easily tried to get up
last
and go get him.
in Chicago, as it's Caleb Williams, the Bears last year turning down the opportunity to
How would
turn
you
away
feel
from
if they
Justin
traded the
Fields
first
and
round
use
pick
the
for
first
Surtain?
overall pick. This year, however, they decided to
Would you
That man
rather
got
go
nail
with
polish
on the
on.
card,
He
bring
gay.
the
He
tears
got
to the
nail
eyes of
polish on.
someone
He
who has
gay.
been dreaming of this moment with his
You see his
family
pinky?
for his entire life. And now
He got
the
nail
dream
polish
is
on. He
realized.
gay.
While the Washington Commanders are on the clock now, by the way, they've already been on the clock for half of their allotted 10 minutes, and they're counting that down right now. So Caleb Williams, the name that we were all expecting to hear to start this NFL draft, it is official. He is a Chicago Bear, and we welcome Kaylee Hartung to our broadcast with the
I
first
think the
overall pick.
Commanders are probably going to select
Well, Caleb, there was
Jaden
no real
Daniels.
element of surprise to this moment. We heard that burst of emotion when you walked onto this stage. How do you compare the reality of it to the dream you have had since you were 12 years old?
To be able to look at this crowd, dream of these moments, see
Put some bass in your voice.
before me be in this moment, have this type of crowd. To be able to be here, it's an honor, and I'm very privileged.
Why are you the right player to change the fate of Chicago?
Because I care. I care about the community. I care about the fans. I
Like,
care
care
about
about
winning
the
games. I care
community.
about my teammates and their families, the coaches, the custodians, all the people around the facility. Just overall, holistic, caring about the Chicago Bears.
They're going to care about you. Thanks, Caleb.
Thank you. Thank you. The Bears.
Commanders have 3 minutes left.
Heading off stage, and he'll head to Chicago.
How much time do
Looks
they have
like
left?
Adam Peters is on
3
the phone
minutes.
with somebody, and the question is, who in that
They're
green room
picking
backstage
somebody right
is it
now.
going to be?
Dude,
Jaden
their
Daniels,
draft room,
Drake
their
May,
draft
and
room
the
is so
journey
boring, dude.
for you to put a
Because
name
bro,
in
they're one of the most low
is
budget,
an interesting one. You thought it would be
backdoor
maybe
team
quiet
organizations in
as
all
of
of
last
sports.
night,
They're
Jaden
known for having
Yeah,
like
through the process, one of the things that
on
stood
You
out
should
purpose.
to me
see the
was
render.
a
You should
comment
see
that
the
was
like
said
the
to me
first
that
like
Dan Quinn
diagram of their new
wanted to
stadium
find
they're
his
getting
Matt
built.
Ryan. He was looking for his Matt Ryan. So who is
I
that
hope
in
it's
this
anything.
draft?
I
And
hope
okay,
it's
I can
a
make a
bigger
case.
upgrade than what they got, because they're known as having one of the
Matt
worst
Ryan had some
facilities.
turnovers in college,
Players,
but you had
fans,
all
everything.
the makeup, the size, all those factors were in
I'll
place.
be right back,
You
fellas.
forgive some of those sins with the
Uh,
turnovers at Boston College. The same thing with Drake May. Some turnovers, some decision making, not a great supporting cast. Big kind of boisterous personalities, big leaders. So that's why I was going with Drake May. And then down the home stretch, everything started pointing towards Jaden Daniels and finding
The
someone
pick is
who could be a
in. The
big-time
pick is
playmaker
in.
right now.
That sounded like a
Requiring the
prepared
patience, we
speech.
can get him on the
I'm
field.
dead.
When I talked to
Yo.
Adam
You
Peters,
already got the
I said, "What
selfie
did
stick
you
out.
learn about Brock Purdy, Mr. Irrelevant, where you came from in San
All right, so who are the
Francisco?"
Commanders selecting? They not trade down.
Best. At the end of the day, that's what you have to do. You have to play quarterback.
And the pick
Patriots
is
are on the
you can
clock.
see all the way on the stage behind us, which means the Patriots are on the clock, and phone calls could be firing away between New York, New Jersey, and
God, don't let them
Minnesota
draft Marvin
and
Harrison.
Foxborough, but that's for another moment. Turn to Ian Rappaport right now. Ian?
Rich, it has been quite a journey for Jaden Daniels and specifically Commanders GM Adam Peters. A year ago, through his friend Brandon Ayuk, Jaden Daniels wondered for Adam Peters, what is my stock? Should I go in the draft? Peters said to Ayuk, it's about a fifth rounder, should probably go back. Jaden Daniels never forgot that. Before his visit to the Commanders, he was a little miffed that there were several other quarterbacks there with him. Then Dan Quinn and Peters picked him up. Then he met straight with the owner, and he was back in, very excited, potentially, to be with the Commanders.
Yeah, that was last week where they had 22 prospects in all at the same time, including Jaden Daniels for their
You hear that,
top
Dennis?
30 visits. But
They
that'll
put
be,
all
a footnote.
they crammed
We are
all
going to hear
22
the name of
visits
That's
in
the
one
He's on the
day.
stupidest
stage.
shit. I've
Like
picked
instead of
Jaden
giving
Daniels.
everybody their own
with the clock
personal
counting
time,
down
like
on
you
the
just
Patriots pick.
They took
Third
Jaden Daniels.
overall. We just heard Caleb
Daniels?
Williams' name. Out comes Roger Goodell now. It is the first Washington draft
Makes
choice
sense.
of the post-Dan Snyder era. It's the Josh Harris, Magic Johnson et al. Era. And
I
who
feel
is
bad
the
for
first
him.
pick of Washington tonight?
With the second pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the Washington Commanders select
Dude, what if he would have said the Redskins?
quarterback LSU.
That would have been hilarious.
So it is the reigning Heisman Trophy winner. Second out of the green room after his predecessor winning that award. Jaden Daniels is the choice of the Commanders, DJ.
So what are the Patriots doing?
Unwatchable offensive product to
Drake May.
TV. When you put this playmaker
I
at the helm,
I think they
this
might
offense
play
could be
down
led now by
here.
Cliff Kingsbury. He did this to
I've seen a lot of rumors that the
the
Patriots are going to trade with the Giants here.
He earned his way. He got better. He changed schools. You talk to the folks at LSU. First one in 5 o'clock in the
There it
morning.
is.
He's bringing wide
OTAs
receivers.
May 20th, 22nd, 23rd, May 28th, May 30th, May 31st. Mandatory minicamp 4th through the 6th of June.
Where did Sean
That's the
go?
mandatory minicamp
He's
for
on
the
the
first
phone.
Sirianni era.
Daniels is that path that you just spoke about. I covered him when he was at Arizona State, and there was so much optimism and hope for Herm Edwards, you remember, and that staff. And then all of a sudden, COVID kind of derailed that program. That the Pac-12 did not deal with COVID very well. They had a half season. Their team fell way short of expectations.
Adam Schefter said there's zero chance the Patriots trade, and they will pick a quarterback.
They have to pick it. When are they going to be another opportunity?
Justin, thanks for following us on Facebook, man. Appreciate you.
Not just his change of scenery, the coaching. He gets Brian Kelly, one of the toughest quarterback coaches in the country, to help elevate him there. But you talked about the path. 185 pounds when you met him as a freshman. 207 now. Last year, Bryce Young.
Washington's social media team going hard. Look at this.
Jaden Daniels is a legit
The
207,
fucking mascot,
210,
bro.
and has a
Yo,
chance to
they are
add more weight
crazy, yo.
and be smarter about how he runs the football.
Highest drafted quarterback by this franchise since they took another Heisman Trophy winner. Second overall in the draft in 2012, Robert Griffin III. As you can see,
And that did not work out for them.
Well, as I'm seeing,
Yeah, after what's his face killed him.
Hartung is standing by right now with Jaden Daniels, the newest Washington Commander.
Jaden, just last week, the Commanders invited 4 quarterback prospects to Washington. When you left that meeting, how confident were you that you'd be their pick?
I was pretty confident. I tried to play some games, but I was pretty confident for sure.
On the red carpet just a little while ago, you described your journey to me as a roller coaster. From Arizona State to a Heisman-winning campaign at LSU, what do you want your future to look like? Because this ride's not over when you get to Washington.
Man, not at all, man. I'm here to get to work. Washington will get everything out of me. As a competitor, a hard worker. I can't wait to meet my new teammates, man.
Wait till you meet Jalen Carter, bitch.
Good luck doing it. Thanks, Jaden.
Wait till you meet that Eagles
All right, let's get a
defense.
look at the video here of Jaden Daniels. Smooth and precise. It's impossible to come up with a comp, but when you look at the frame and you look at RG3 when he was coming out of college and that athleticism and that speed, that's where
Picks in for New
Here's the
England.
beginning. Here's him throwing the ball to Brandon
Oh,
Ayuk.
man,
They
I'll
are.
tell you how long he's been in college here.
They are
Logan was
taking.
right.
LSU and his play really started
No
to take
chance
off,
that they,
especially
no
this year.
chance that they're not
Over-the-top
going to
touch
pick a quarterback like
accuracy.
you said.
His eyes and feet being tied together better than any quarterback in this class.
They're going to pick Drake May. There's no chance they don't.
On the upfield shoulder where they can
Yeah.
run with it. Here's that athleticism I talked about, flipping the field.
Just remember
He can
one
do it
thing,
with
Logan
the
and
arm
Dennis,
right here
everybody,
with
Warren,
the legs.
Sean.
This is in the SEC.
First round
That's a big
quarterbacks
big
haven't always, as recent. It's not as hit as it's always been. The guys in the second, third round, still can make noise. There's still guys that can get drafted. So I'm not.
I was Cam Newton.
Mariota.
Yeah,
So,
Cam Newton.
as you could see on the screen, folks.
You know what my
New
thing is,
England
bro?
only
I don't
took
know why
5
they don't let
minutes
quarterbacks
to
sit
make a
like they
pick,
used to.
stick and pick.
Jalen
trade.
Steele,
New
even
England
those
has made
first,
the
that
pick,
first
and
full
it is
season
in,
almost,
and
he
Ian
played like what?
Rappaport, what do you
He
have?
missed like the first,
Rich,
10
over the last
games?
several hours,
All of
got
that
pretty clear
benefited him.
motions.
You understand the
Thought the
steam, the
Patriots would make the
turmoil,
pick.
and the
Was
fire.
now without a
It's
little
better
bit of
when the
trauma.
quarterback
Miners
sits.
make a pick.
Better.
It's made
Look at
one
Mahomes.
last
Mahomes
ditch
sat
effort
for a whole
today
year, bro.
to try to get them off the
Look
number
what he
3
became.
overall pick. In the end,
They
the
rushed these
Patriots
kids
opt
out.
likely
Retarded.
their
They're rushing them
franchise
out, bro.
quarterback
Once you
rather than a
traumatize a
big-time
quarterback,
Does that make us
it's over. Because now he's
does it surprise
traumatized.
you
Look at
that-
Zach
that
Wilson.
5 minutes in, they're like, heck with it. Write the
Robert
name.
Kraft on
Patriots.
your
I said don't
prostitutes
get cute.
nearby.
And they're not getting cute.
Patriots have selected quarterback Drake May.
There's one there
I
for
knew
you.
that.
You take him. And even if he doesn't get on the field right away, you provided something.
Who's on the clock now? Is it Cardinals?
And Joel,
Yeah.
you don't do everything to
Marvin
satisfy
Harrison's
your
going,
fans,
I
quote
bet.
unquote, right? You don't pander
I
to
think
their
this this might be where we see our first trade of the night.
word manipulation. We drop back, we get this, we do that. It's a new era.
We got copyrighted on Facebook because the volume was too loud.
No.
Damn you, Sean.
Development, but
I got it muted, so maybe that'll help it. Nope, still reading an error.
Patriots definitely going QB.
Yeah, Drake, man.
Yeah.
All right, that's how the top three was expected to go.
Well, that kind of went how I thought it was going to go. Trading in his teal blue for the dark navy blue. Pull your pants up, dummy. Check your zipper. Be a big boy.
Should have done that. You should have did that 3 minutes ago.
Dude, that's got to be embarrassing as fuck. That was on national TV, too.
He's forgetting. He's thinking he's like in a little random hallway, like a backstage hallway.
Next three picks, Arizona, Chargers, and the Giants.
Giants might trade up here if they do trade.
Giants need it. Well, they're keeping Daniel Jones.
He's looking like that, but then if you're gonna keep Daniel Jones, then you got to get him some help. That's another thing too. They expect these guys who are not elite to do elite things with no elite players around them.
Look at that.
They can get neighbors.
That was a good basket throw.
Bing.
I mean, look, he's making the same throw that Caleb Williams making, throw that open leg throw, and a left.
Look at that, with somebody draped on him
with the left. I'm not gonna lie, he doesn't look that athletic when you look at him, but look at him moving.
Yeah.
6'4" too. There's a whole new era over there in New England.
The Vikings and Giants tried trading with the Patriots, but they rejected the trades.
Yeah, the Patriots, they bro, organizations have that one opportunity when you're up there. You got to take it.
Which means the same two teams are going to be trading for this Cardinals pick. So Cardinals, if they don't trade down, are going to select Marvin Harrison Jr. But if they do trade down, the Giants or Vikings are going to select J.J. McCarthy.
J.J. McCarthy probably going to go to the Chargers.
The Chargers won't draft a quarterback. Harbaugh joined the Chargers for Justin Herbert.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Cardinals have selected Marvin Harrison Jr.
Huh.
There we go.
According to Ollie, no, how you pronounce that? No trade so far.
Yeah, I'm checking. The pick's in, but they haven't said nothing.
I just saw that they selected Marvin Harrison Jr.
It's going in order like everybody expected.
There's got to be that one that's gonna fuck everything up, though.
We'll see a trade soon.
I think that Chargers one is the one that's gonna.
I think the Chargers select Roma Dundee or Joe Alt here. Or they trade down. Giants not likely to trade up
Biggest
because
field guard in NFL history for 2021, Zach Wilson.
Giants pick is next, so they're not going to trade up. But we could see the Vikings trade here.
I can see the Vikings getting.
It's Marvin Harrison.
Yep. Kyle Murray has the night. Was a good receiver again. So, Chargers are 3 minutes into their clock here.
Let's see what we get. So I personally, even though I'm a little under the weather, I just want to tell Warren and Jay, thank you for joining us on the first edition of the NFL draft coverage by the Countrywide Eagles podcast and teaming up with y'all. So thank y'all for being here and doing this with us.
Most definitely, man. Most definitely.
Even though Warren doesn't love me and never wants to talk to me no more.
You know that's not true.
Even Jay said it was true. Jay told me this like last week. He's like, "Yo, Warren doesn't love you no more, bro."
Please.
Welcome
Dennis.
back, son.
First thing I said this. First thing Warren texted me this morning was like, "You ready for later?" I was like, "I'm ready, bro."
Yeah, but then what you told me last week, you asked him if you had talked to me, and you told me that he said, "Man, whatever about Dennis, bro. He'd be all right." It's messed up, Warren.
Maybe it was after a couple beers. I don't know.
Messed up, Warren. I thought we was family, yo.
It's all love. It's all love.
Warren, it's the alcohol. It was the
I feel bad
alcohol.
for Marvin Harrison Jr. Has to go from
And
Ohio
then you got
State
this
to
other
Arizona.
slacker guy who's missed the last 4 picks because he's been on the phone.
Yeah, duty calls, man.
Listen.
Welcome
Did you get
back.
yelled at?
What's that?
Did you get yelled at?
No. Complete opposite.
Cardinal Chargers are about 5 minutes
What
into
can I
their
say, man?
draft
What
pick
can I
now.
say? Is the stream down on Facebook?
Yeah. We got copyrighted.
Ah. It's the way she goes.
I still don't know what Kyler Murray's going to do with Marvin Harrison.
Me neither.
Just chuck it up and hope he catches it.
He's not really like a sit back there pocket quarterback. He's not a timing quarterback. He's not. We're gonna see.
I think they would have been better getting a tight end.
Yeah.
Offensive
There's
line,
daddy.
man.
There's daddy.
Offensive line, man.
Yeah, or O-line.
That's when you have a high pick and you don't need a quarterback or a skill player. That's what you should look next, or a D line.
Well, there's their Larry Fitzgerald that they haven't had in years.
It's good for that.
No news yet.
Sean, I'm tired of your attitude, yo.
What's
Tired
that?
of your attitude, bro.
I'm in high spirits, if it helps.
I don't think you're in high spirits, bro. I think
Well,
you
I'm
have.
in the highest of spirits.
Well, you ain't been laid, so what are you so high spirited about?
No comment. Where's the stream up at?
It's on YouTube. Countrywide Eagles podcast on YouTube.
Are you going to be able to get the stream started back up on Facebook?
Probably not, because we got copyrighted.
Chargers up.
Chargers been on the clock for a while now. What's like?
I know they wish they could have landed. They were the ones who were hoping they would have took Harrison 100%.
I think the Chargers. I think the Chargers are trading down here. They won't be on the clock this long.
Yeah, they lost Keenan Allen, so
They would have took him right 100%. They would have took him right away.
It's also possible the Chargers on the clock so long because they expected the Cardinals to trade down, so they were expecting to get Harrison. Chargers have about 2 minutes left now. They've been on the clock for a while now. They're definitely trading down. They're almost under 2 minutes now. Who are they trading it to, though?
Philadelphia.
Giants.
I don't think the Giants are going to trade up one spot. The Chargers aren't going to take who they would want. It's going to be the Vikings, or if most likely, if there's a quarterback they're trading up for. They blocked Purdy off the stage.
Well, who's it gonna be?
This is where it gets interesting.
Report says Chargers are not trading. So they're just taking their sweet old time.
They're on that asshole life right now.
Literally.
I think they're probably going to take Joe out here if they're not trading down. As I say, Chargers select with the number 5 pick, Joe out. Definitely an upgrade to the O-line. So Giants on the clock. Who do they select?
The pick is in for the Chargers.
I thought the Giants
they picked Joe out. Who I expected them to pick. I imagine the Giants probably take J.J. McCarthy here, but they could also take Roma Dunzer. We'll find out soon enough.
Dennis, check your messages. It's a pretty good one. That was from AJ Brown's official Twitter.
So,
do I show it to the screen?
Yeah.
So how AJ Brown just posted this up, and it just says Howie.
Something's coming.
Oh man,
Something's coming.
Crazy in here. We'll see what's up. We'll see what's up.
So
anybody whose game knows when you pull your chair up and you set up, you about to throw in an overdrive.
Something's coming.
Patriots and Vikings both tried trading for Justin Herbert. The answer was no, obviously. If the Eagles trade up here, who do they trade up for?
Jeremiah Trotter Jr.
They would not trade up to the top 10 to draft a dude who's projected to go in the second round.
Patrick Surtain.
Howie does trade down too. Remember, that's how the Ravens got Lamar Jackson. They traded the 32nd pick. Remember that draft?
Joe Alt is the pick.
The Giants have been on the clock for about 2.5 minutes now. I imagine it shouldn't take very long for them to.
I think the Giants are going to be quick to pick.
Joe Alt, tackle, Notre Dame.
So they do take the left tackle from Notre Dame, even though
A big boy.
But for the moment, let's give Joe Alt his flowers.
Joe Alt went from a tight end to a tackle, and within 2 years was the 5th pick in the draft. I think he'll be okay moving from left tackle to right tackle. He'll be able to pull that off. He is extremely long. You saw the dimensions. He's almost 6'9". This is Jonathan Ogden type height at left tackle. Length and range. You can't get into his chest. He does a great job of keeping his chest clean. You can't overpower him that way. In the run game for a big guy, he can roll his hips, get low, and create a lot of movement. You want to climb to this level, which you're going to be doing a lot with Jim Harbaugh in this offensive system with the Chargers. He does that as well. They are going to Justin Herbert, and they are going to give Justin Herbert a run.
It is possible the Giants don't select JJ here and they go wide receiver and give Daniel Jones another year.
Cam right there, presented by Rocket Mortgage, showing the moment that the Alt family is essentially back in the National Football League, right? So there he is, Joe Alt, going to Los Angeles to protect Justin Herbert and start road grading for Jim Harbaugh.
About what they're going to do. I think
Giants select Malik Neighbors with the 6th overall pick. Wide receiver.
Junior got now. That might have been the wide receiver that would have been discussed right there because Jim Harbaugh
Interesting.
saw years at Michigan. But it makes perfect sense what Daniel was talking about. The DNA of the general manager who's there.
So the Giants were trying to trade up for a quarterback and select the wide receiver at 6.
Get to right tackle. Rashawn Slater's now your starting.
You're probably trying to give away.
Now you bring a guy who can be on the right
next
side.
year's pick, probably.
Change how you do things as you try.
We could see a trade up from the Giants again.
Jim only plays with 5
That's what I was going to ask you.
I'm like, you can't have enough offensive linemen.
Two more.
Y'all got your receiver you've been looking for in New York, seeing you couldn't get Devontae Smith because he's with Philly.
Against Penn State, even though Jim was in the hotel for that game. But that's the point. That's the brand of football that he uses, and he's used
Saquon says hi, New York.
Not going to change.
Remember when Wisconsin called it the bar?
No, he doesn't say hi. He says bye, New York.
What are you going to call it with Jim Harbaugh?
So 5 minutes now left on the clock for the Giants, who did not trade up for a quarterback, or could not trade up for a quarterback, or would not trade up for a quarterback. And it's time for Joe.
They ain't fired him as a coach yet.
He's smiling, and it looks like he's on the phone with somebody. Malik Neighbors is still in that green room. Roma Dune. J.J. McCarthy's down the road at his own draft party in Romulus, Michigan. Ian Rappaport is here in Detroit in the theater with us. Ian, you've got the floor.
Rich, now it gets really interesting because the Giants did try to trade up to number 3 to take Drake May. The phones have been quiet, though, at 4 and 5. So did the Giants bluff, and then go with the receiver, potentially Malik Neighbors? Or did they just stick and take J.J. McCarthy, potentially their franchise quarterback? If they go receiver, then you wonder, do the Vikings just stick at 11, or does another team who did the homework, maybe the Broncos, slide up just a little bit to come get J.J. McCarthy?
J.J. McCarthy was on my show yesterday, and I asked him, do you have any idea where you think you're going? And he says, not really, but I did visit the Giants twice. I even threw on Easter, which was new for him.
Where it gets interesting, boys.
That he knew what the staff runs because it's an Alabama style of play. And Josh Gaddis came from Alabama, was an offensive coordinator up at Michigan for a while. And so maybe this is it. Again, Daniel Jones is hurt. He's not going to be there to start the season. They did get Drew Lock in the fold.
Not Daniel Jones. They paid him all that money.
And Daniel Jones could be a starter in the middle of the season. Where you get JJ
Unproven too.
Right now.
Did the Minnesota Vikings watch Braveheart?
They paid him all that money, but won't pay Saquon.
Be patient,
Crazy.
And they're going to nervously await what's getting ready to be announced right
Giants
here.
Here's the next pick, Tennessee. Okay.
Has arrived. It does actually happen. 6th overall.
I don't know who the Titans are picking here.
And they are picking. And it's time for the commissioner to come out. I'm seeing
The Titans are pretty much the first pick going on here that's like kind of unpredictable.
So, and there's also some offensive linemen that are out there.
My guess is the Tennessee Titans probably select Romo Dunze here.
Inflection point in tonight's draft. This moment is.
I love it every time he gets booed. I really do.
With the 6th pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the New York Giants select Malik Neighbors, wide receiver, LSU.
So they do go wide receiver from LSU, just like back in the day, Odell. And it is Malik Neighbors coming.
Titans have been on the clock for about 4 minutes.
And bringing his remarkably dynamic style of play to the NFC East and an offense that currently will be quarterbacked by Drew Lock until Daniel Jones is healthy as it currently stands as he walks to the stage right now.
I talked to Brian Daboll before last year's draft. And I said, what do you need to get accomplished? He said, we might be the slowest team in the league. We've got to get faster. We've got to get more dynamic.
Game's almost been going for 2 hours.
Jalen Hyatt, big-time speed they've added. And now they get the most electrifying wide receiver in this class. Not the most polished, but a big play waiting to happen. That can be throwing the ball 60 yards down the field. That can be literally handing him the ball and watching him run 60 yards down the field.
Well, you just
It's
mentioned
gonna get interesting here, boys. This is where like everybody didn't know what was gonna happen.
But here's the thing for me, Joel.
The two plays that the Titans were projected to go with the most were just selected at 6 and 5.
Ones versus ones. End the day with a competitive thing. Who won, who lost. He wants all of that.
People think the Titans are going to trade down due to this.
Remember, Brian Daboll was in Buffalo when they acquired Stephon Diggs, and he came out and was dynamic.
Here, Titans, we'll give you somebody. I can show you who.
That fits perfectly in terms of who they are, who Brian Daboll is as a head coach, and what his team needs.
Dennis will hand them with free.
To try and win the NFC East.
You see that competitiveness.
I'll give them to you for a 7th round pick.
You can see just
bum.
the urgency.
It's a good thing you're not the general manager.
Some of those
Shut up, Logan.
DJ, you said during this
Good one, Logan. Good one.
How he plays, whether he's running around down the field or he's got the ball in the screen tunnel screen.
And please let the Giants and the Jets do some preseason scrimmages because we're going to have a necklace off between Leak and Sauce, and they'll go at each other every day in the practice field.
It's called the Snoopy Bowl every single year.
Yeah, but I want them to have some of those practices and get at it.
Last thing, Daniel Jones. You can
Titans have been on the clock for 6 minutes.
Is on the stage with Malik Neighbors.
Malik, I need you to open up the inside of your jacket.
With 7th pick, the Titans select J.C. Latham. No idea who that is.
It was in my journey when I came to LSU. They got all the people that showed tribute
Owen, I think.
at LSU. I got a lot of memories here.
Interesting choice there.
In here is the reason why I'm here today.
There is a legacy at LSU of producing superstar receivers in the NFL. You broke all those players' records. What can you accomplish as a New York Giant?
I'm just hoping to be the best team I can be, get in the community, hit the ground running and show them what kind of athlete I am.
And bring that dog mentality you say you have.
You're right.
Now you can go jump in the crowd with those Giants fans.
I was about to say, if he straight body serves, dude, I'm dead.
Play after another when
I would actually respect him a little bit more if he did do it.
Amen.
Machine. You've seen what DJ Moore does with the ball in his hands for Carolina and Chicago. You see similar here.
He reminds me of AJ when he does that turnaround thing. I've seen a lot of players don't really have a sense of direction when they catch the ball. I've seen him do it. AJ's a
JC
master.
Latham is offensive tackle from Alabama.
Wow, what a cut!
Wow.
And they're going to give him all that real estate to work.
Imagine
Kid
Jalen
looks
Mills.
legit.
Remember Jalen Mills? We used to get. Remember the double move? People used to kill the Eagles just with double moves on
In this draft class, we've talked about
Yeah,
the big
Jalen Mills
double
was
move?
known for getting murdered.
Oh my
So
God.
the Falcons are on the clock.
The Falcons?
Who do the Falcons go for here?
Well, they got a running back in the first round last year.
They don't need quarterback. They don't need running back. They don't need receiver. They don't need tight end.
They need a cornerback, an edge rusher, a defensive tackle, a linebacker, and an
Any
offensive
defensive players in this draft, bro? We get 7 picks in. Any defensive players?
They have a generational tight end. They have a generational running back. They have a good wide receiving core. They have Kirk Cousins. They don't need like any weapons. They just need O-line and defense pretty much.
Tackle that's about to be a right tackle in Los Angeles. The Titans pick is in. We'll reveal it when we come
Hey,
back.
fellas, I appreciate y'all having me on. I actually got to work super early in the morning tomorrow. So I will be talking to y'all soon. Dennis, Logan, Sean, I appreciate y'all. Dave, we'll be talking soon. Thank you guys.
Merry Christmas.
Go Bird. Sure.
And we're down to 4. Jay will leave us soon too. Be like, I hate Dennis. Fuck that guy.
No. Actually, I'm only reason why I'll be leaving soon is because I gotta get up 6 o'clock too. Daddy duties and work.
Fear in the middle of my addiction was that I would never be able
I'll be down to address us pretty soon.
I started thinking
They don't love us.
this isn't.
No, it's all love. It's all love.
It's all love.
I love
It's
the
gonna be
hat
all
on
love.
the
It's gonna be all love at a tailgate this year.
Facts.
Become a better man to be another father.
That's what we're gonna make it happen.
Last year there were so many trades in the top 10. So far we've had nothing.
Nothing. You would think we'll have something, we got nothing.
I think the most likely trade up for the Eagles is going to be the Broncos or the Jets.
Yep.
We thought we'd try something new.
Maybe even the Seahawks I could see too.
You got jokes. You're funny.
Mark Bowers is falling.
About adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward.
Here, we gave you a Hassan Reddick. We gave you a Hassan Reddick. We need you to give us something else.
So Atlanta's not going to pick Bowers. Chicago's not going to pick Bowers. Jets not likely going to
What
pick
if Hassan
Bowers.
Reddick gets traded back to Philly?
That's not going to happen.
Something tells me that whatever happened last season has to do with him and the defensive coordinator, like with this something went because to see what the Eagles are doing and not want to be a part of it and be from Philly, basically from Philly, South Jersey, and he wants to go out the door says a lot, bro. It says a lot. It's like if they kept Sirianni, I feel like it's something with Sirianni. Like if they kept Sirianni or son, he's
Where would they find it?
because he was frustrated for dating back to last season.
Yep.
And he basically went to the Jets for nothing, and he still hasn't got the deal that he supposedly was going to get.
So Falcons been to park about 4 minutes now.
So he's literally about to play for the Jets for the same salary unless they strike a deal before the season starts.
This is a heavyweight matchup. Breaks a tackle, he's gone. Welcome to the NFL. Bring it. It's a family affair. Yeah. This game is other countries. The whole world watches. Let's go. Are you not entertained?
Well, can we have a date instead of saying coming in May? Like,
May.
Who's
saying just May?
5 minutes to go on the Falcons' choice.
These players have thrived. Good year. More driven. So the Titans having Joe Alt on their radar screen.
Titans took J.C. Latham from Alabama.
Yep.
The draft board by the
Old tackle.
find out who the Titans are going to take 7th overall, while the Falcons are almost halfway through their allotted time on the clock at 8. Here's the commissioner with the latest pick of this Detroit draft.
With the 7th pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the Tennessee Titans select J.C. Latham, tackle, Alabama.
We'll see what that kind of entails for them.
Not a surprise either spot. The Tennessee Titans, this was a glaring need for them. Will Levis needs some help, needs some protection. They were tied for 28th in sacks allowed last year. Latham is a mammoth human being.
He's a big boy.
He's also played inside at guard. Be a left tackle in the NFL, Charles. The upside with him in terms of what he can become, big-time recruit, big-time talent. I think
People seem to expect the Falcons to select Odunze here.
Mover, right? But here's the other part. Bill Callahan was the coach in Cleveland when they drafted Jedrick Wills out of Alabama, right tackle his college career. They converted him to left tackle. Bill Callahan is now the offensive line coach for the Tennessee Titans. If you're talking about converting a guy from right tackle to left tackle, and they were going to do it last year, but Michael Proctor was there, and they decided to just leave J.C. Latham, guess what? He's going to make the move now under one of the best offensive line coaches in NFL history.
Well, they needed help.
Wow.
About that.
Falcons selected quarterback Michael Penix Jr.
Long time. Could dunk a basketball in the middle. Oh, here we go.
Wow. Wow.
They must not have faith in Cousins' leg.
He's okay. Looks like he's all right. Oh no, he's fighting through it.
Wow, that sounds like a Winston Jalen situation, but even weirder. But the guy hasn't even played for you yet, and you already drafted him potentially as his replacement.
Penix said, "Oh my God."
Oh no, I think oh, they're good. At least at Atlanta.
How long's Kirk Cousins' deal?
All right, so JC,
I don't know, but he's been robbing the NFL blind for years now.
He's going to bring his particular brand of
That is actually shocking.
South and protect Will Levis, who
Oh wait, Bears back on the clock.
Last year's draft, and you could see the Titans draft room in Nashville celebrating the pick.
Yeah, when you look at Latham and you watch him there at Alabama, there is so much power up top. The ability to just torque defenders.
I'll be damned if my little ass be the one to want to run at him. Hell no.
Uses those long arms and just toys.
Show him, run at him, see how far he throws you.
Square, you're not getting through him, and you're not going
I'm
to
telling you, offensive linemen always get picked up this high. That's a good
against
one.
those power rushers and absorb them. See a lot of good rushers when you're playing in the SEC. This was the
Sixers are down 3 at halftime.
inconsistent in that department. This is going to be the calling card. Mauling dudes, turning, torquing, and finishing guys. So the Tennessee Titans, this was a need they had to address. I'm sure Alt would have been a great pick for him, a great option. He was off the board. They had to get the next guy, and that was J.C. Latham.
And so the Falcons have made their selection, and we'll get to that in a moment, which means the Bears are back on the clock. But for the moment, we welcome J.C. Latham to primetime, presented by Nationwide. Take it away, Kate.
JC, the commissioner just confirmed to me he is okay. After that bear hug.
That's great. Yeah. I had to let him know, man. A lot of excitement.
What was going through your mind when you went in for the bear hug?
Yeah, I mean, just let him know, pick him up, show everybody the strength and all that stuff. That's a standard. O-lineman gets picked.
So Bears, I don't know, probably selecting Odunze here.
Yeah.
It's possible they go Bowers, but they do not need a tight end.
They need a receiver, a defensive tackle, an edge rusher, and an offensive tackle.
I cannot believe the Falcons selected Penix.
That's freaking insane.
I'll be right back. 1 sec.
20 pounds since Alabama's season ended. How NFL ready do you feel right now?
I'm ready right now, man. I'm excited and ready to get rolling. Yeah, I'm ready.
He looks ready on his tape.
All right, the Falcons pick is Ian Rappaport.
Rich, you guys are going to say I'm crazy, and you probably did when we talked about it in the pregame show. The Atlanta Falcons are considering Michael Penix at number 8. And I know they signed Kirk Cousins, gave him $100 million guaranteed. It is all about succession at the most important position. A lot of people think they're going to take a defensive player, maybe edge. Michael Penix is very firmly in the mix for the Atlanta Falcons.
How about them?
They already caught the problem. You already, bro. You already. Bro, Carson crumbled when Jalen got the thing. He started eating at him because of the full thing and then this. Like, you don't do this to a quarterback, bro.
So the Eagles going to trade with the Bears for number 9 pick on back-to-back years.
That was convenient for both
Yeah.
parties. Rams get their defensive player they want, and then you have here a situation where they get Penix later. Apparently, they're okay with just taking him right here.
And you talk about a succession plan. We all saw that great show. And what did Logan
So
Royal tell everyone?
Falcons been on clock down 4.5 minutes now. Not Falcons, Bears.
He also said you're not serious people. And
Well, you know, there's always a surprise. This is definitely the first surprise for tonight.
Yeah.
I was not expecting that.
Logan was spot on when he just said they don't need to go nowhere near offense, and they just went at the top of the offense, which is opposite of exactly what they need. They don't need another. Kirk Cousins is serviceable at least.
They have him for 4 years. His contract's going to end when Penix's rookie contract ends.
And then $100 million guaranteed. So Kirk, like I said, Kirk Cousins is still robbing the NFL, one way or another.
The NFL draft, to say the least.
For that, you should have just traded for Justin Fields and brought him in for a third-round pick. How the Steelers got him in? If you were going to do this.
He's going to get paid millions of dollars to just sit on the bench and watch Kirk Cousins.
Made a very expensive investment in a veteran quarterback, and it's kind of.
I wasn't expecting that one.
That's an extremely weird pick, and that's probably one of the most head-scratching picks I've ever seen. I'm not even going to lie to you guys. I'm trying to figure this out. You pay a guy for 4 years, $100 million. Like Logan just said, this is a rookie deal. This is 4 years. Their deals are running concurrent with each other.
It's got to be something that they don't trust Cousins' leg.
It's got to be, and it's probably popped up after the deal.
What I see is their new coach loves Penix and has wanted him the entire time.
And you talk about Justin Herbert just spinning the football. It is ridiculous.
I mean, I get going to get somebody so you have backup, but I don't know, man.
In the first round, for a quarterback projected to fall to the second. He's a great quarterback.
But he has a lot of flaws.
He's a great quarterback, though. He can throw deep passes perfectly.
The only benefit I see from this is what I said earlier. He's going to sit, and when a quarterback fits, it benefits him, the good one.
Bears have 4 minutes left.
Now, there's injuries. That's something that some teams.
As I say that, the pick is in.
All ended in injury. But the last 2 years.
Bears select Romeo Dunze at number 9.
Ooh.
But this is
Romeo Dunze, Washington receiver. So Jets are on the clock. This is the first spot where I think the Eagles could trade up.
I would agree. He throws the best deep to intermediate pass in this draft, but it's more than just a throw. It's a pass. The ability to pass the ball with leverage down the field. When you watch him, everything is always away from the defender. We talk about 50-50 situations with wide receivers. Well, he gives his wide receivers better odds than that because the ball is always in the proper spot down the field. And I think that's an incredibly rare trait. He's got long arms, big hands, and he spins it as well as anybody. When you just look at a guy that takes the ball and is in the pocket.
All right, so we are almost out of the top 10, and there's been 0 trades.
Yeah, I love
crazy.
what these guys are saying. You know that
No trade.
take a whole lot from the combine.
Looks like Minnesota's getting it to fall their way.
Michael Penix, when he threw the football, the pace by which he threw the football. Now, what does that mean? That means it's firm.
What did Jets need?
Tight end.
And can change the trajectory of the football.
I don't want Dallas to go to oh yeah, I remember that. I do not want Dallas to go to the Jets. I can't root for that.
Anybody compared to Flacco is the GOAT. I think not, Mike. Flacco's overrated.
You've got to make those 15 to 35-yard throws.
At least
college football than Michael Penix Jr. And for the first
at least the Dallas didn't go to like the Commanders or Giants.
We saw 4 go in the top 10 back in 2018 when Josh Rosen went. And we came close to it when Justin Fields went in 2021, 11th overall. Just like
That kid fell off quick. Christian Ponder, remember that? He disappeared after seasons, bro.
I remember that, yeah.
The Vikings have traded from number 10 to from number 11 to number 10 with the Jets.
right now, picking 10th overall as
So the Jets, the Vikings are going to be selecting J.J. McCarthy at number 10 here.
Right now, there's time for gamesmanship.
Yep.
Vikings, not Jets.
Quarterback's gone. I would place
The Jets are not going to trade down to number 11.
something to come up one spot.
Interesting. Even if nobody has?
Even if nobody has.
Oh my
Look at
goodness.
play some
Daniel.
games here. Oh, they called. I didn't tell you what we talked about.
Their second pick of the night, and it's just the 9th overall pick.
With the 9th pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the Chicago Bears select Rome Odunze, wide receiver.
Rome a boom boom.
Guys who came on the same flight from Los Angeles.
Hey, yo, Jay.
Yeah.
I gotta ask you a question, bro.
What's up, bro?
Why you always hating on me, yo?
Yo, I never hate on you, man. I leave that up to Logan, man. I leave it up to Logan and Sean.
Airline, you tell people nobody loves me.
Yo, look at my hair, man. Come on, bro.
God.
Nice and shiny.
So
wax on that today?
Don't feel
Viking-
bad. Yeah, I did it just this morning, just because of the show.
The Vikings gave the Jets pick 11, pick 129, and pick 157 for pick number 10.
That's the trade. You see, Logan, we got a trade, but it's a trade that nobody's even going to be paying attention to.
I don't know if there's a bigger transformation.
I'm surprised we haven't got a big time trade yet, right, guys? Like something.
Yeah, I'm
right?
surprised we ain't had a massive one yet.
Yeah, like some type of trade, even a minimal trade, but a massive trade by now should have occurred.
So the Vikings are going to select.
Has a defensive player been selected? No.
Might have done what you were suggesting, although not with chicanery.
Not a single defensive player has been selected.
And all offensive weapons, dude.
This draft is falling very weirdly.
Odunze hold up his new Bears jersey.
The reason why I say that is I was in Baltimore with Joe Douglas. We were going to take Haloti Ngata. The team in front of us was the Cleveland Browns, and they were going to take Cameron Wimbley. We knew it. They bluffed us. We didn't care. We gave them a 6th-round pick. We ended up getting the guy we want. So I've seen this thing happen before.
So while the Vikings are on the clock, let's take a look at this kid from Washington.
Yeah, I've said he's my favorite.
He's got good footwork.
He can win at the line of scrimmage.
Jay, look.
Strength. Go up. He's the best contested catch guy in the entire draft.
Look at the double
Another
move.
double move. Oof.
Damn.
You left your boy in back there.
Hold up. Here comes. Ooh.
Down there in the red
Bro, he never even moved his head.
That's nasty.
When everybody in the whole stadium knows you're getting the ball on 3rd down in the red zone, you can't do anything
Shout
about
out to the Bears, man. Y'all better make it work, man.
There was a possibility they would go.
You got something ruined in Philadelphia too.
Them going edge rusher.
We still own y'all since the double doink.
Tells me is that they feel very good about their defense. They want to increase the offense and put the pressure on
So
Detroit and make them make the
Jets, J.J. McCarthy, not Jets, Vikings, J.J. McCarthy, Jets, probably Bowers, Denver, probably trading down.
And make Green Bay and Detroit chase.
And Michael Penix, who was just taken 8. For Michael Penix, Rome Odunze was the guy he always targeted to when he needed a play.
The Vikings, with the number 10 overall pick, select J.J. McCarthy, Michigan.
He was open down the field, and he was also loyal. He originally committed to Chris Peterson, stayed there through some.
Now he's sitting up in that seat, ready to go. Here it comes.
Washington in the transfer era and became a great
don't
player.
forget his toughness. Remember what he played through with the injury last year.
So there's a chest. Take a look at what's happening on the screen right now. The Minnesota Vikings are about to announce their pick 10th overall. We are assuming it is for JJ, as in JJ.
Look at that, Jay.
That's moving down one spot.
Ooh.
Damn.
So one
Damn.
With the 6th-round selection they just got from.
Must be somebody they really, really, really want.
It's JJ.
Justin Jefferson is about
to JJ, right?
They have 2 JJs now.
Quarterback taken in the first 10 picks, but we need to wait to hear what the pick is.
JJ gonna be a problem. That's right.
Kaylee Hartung with the
Alante, if you're not following us, man, hit that sub button on YouTube. Help us out. Appreciate you. Thanks for being here.
Chicago together. What can you two accomplish as Bears?
I think amazing things. It's going to take a lot of work and a lot of dedication, but from the glimpses that I've been able to hang out with him, I can tell he has that determination. So I'm excited to get there, be a part of the team and go strive for something special.
After working on his dairy farm in Utah, you have credited your grandfather with your work ethic. As he listens to this broadcast from home tonight, what do you want to say to him?
I love you, Grandpa. Thank you for all the life lessons, and I hope you enjoyed this moment as much as I did.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
So the Minnesota pick is in. If it's J.J. McCarthy, we will have 5 quarterbacks in the top 10 for the first time ever. We will have 10 offensive players in the top 10 for the first time ever. And we will find out
See?
when we come back. I feel like a game show host right now.
And there's so many good defensive players.
That's what I'm saying. The fact that Chop Robinson's not off the board yet.
Tom Brady live on Netflix. No helmets, no mercy, no Brady rule.
I'll be right back.
The greatest roast of all time, Tom Brady live, hosted by me, Kevin Hart, with a lineup of surprise guests.
We're coming for you, Pretty Boy.
I'm unroastable. Let's go.
Are you the Bud Light Genie? Yeah. So we get wishes?
Metal hair.
Yes.
Filthy rich.
So filthy.
Giant bicep. Big one.
Sports car? Stretch it.
Let's rock.
Fellas, just like Nationwide helps millions of people prepare for their financial future, I'm here to help you prepare for the NFL Draft. Get ready. On. Off. On. Ring, ring, is your future calling? Seriously? People like this look. I get a lot of emails. All right, give me your best commission hug. Too much? Yeah, that's way too much.
The horses are approaching the starting gate.
Introducing the most powerful Tacoma ever.
Shut the front door!
Shut the front door handle. Also known as the Seriously Raw handle. Or the Whoa handle.
St. Brown was the highest paid receiver in the league for like a day.
The No Me Gusta handle.
Crazy, dude.
Now, I can't believe Brown re-signed. That's amazing, though.
We needed that.
Why choose the Sleep Number Smart Bed?
Can it keep me warm when I'm cold?
Wait, no, I'm always hot.
Sleep Number does that.
Save 40% on the Sleep Number Limited Edition Smart Bed or 0% interest for 36 months. Shop now at sleepnumber.com.
The future is here. We've been creating it for more than 100 years. From the most advanced technology to the broadest, most reliable network of sales and service dealers. Always moving forward. We lead, others follow.
I was standing, you were there. Two worlds collided, and they could never tear us apart.
Officially invited to a post-draft party right here on NFL Total Access. Who made the biggest move? Who made the best move? We've got quarterback hits, quarterback
Dallas has been selected by the New York Jets.
question. Who won day one?
What did you say, Logan?
With the 11th pick in the NFL Draft, the Jets have selected Brock Bowers.
Brock Powers, the tight end?
Yep.
Yeah.
Guys, be right back. Let me go tell my son that. Hold on.
That was Malik Neighbors, the second wide receiver taken by the Giants. J.C. Latham, the second of two offensive tackles. Joe Alt was the first, and Marvin Harrison Jr. was the first wide receiver. Moments ago, we saw our first trade. The Minnesota Vikings moved up one spot with the Jets.
At least according to the NFL Rumors account.
From Howard Eskin, the Eagles are working the phones to move up.
Move up one spot, and we are assuming it is to take J.J. McCarthy, because Michael Penix was selected by the Falcons about 20 minutes ago.
Back players.
What's the score on the Sixers game, Logan?
71-66 Sixers.
Surviving mother, brothers, and nephew of fallen hero, United States Army Sergeant Zachary Ewing. Zachary died after a battle with cancer, a cancer that was discovered after he was injured during his second deployment to Iraq. We salute him and thank his family and TAPS, the Tragedy Assistance Program for Survivors, which offers care to those grieving the loss of a military loved one. I'm now going to turn this over to Sergeant Ewing's nephew, Asher, who will announce the pick in honor of his uncle.
With the 10th pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the Minnesota Vikings select J.J. McCarthy, quarterback.
That was nice.
Trying to hang this damn thing on the wall. I'm struggling.
No, that's Christian McCaffrey's brother, ain't it? Or no? Never mind. Wrong guy.
Wrong guy. Yeah, you're thinking about whose brothers in this draft? Yeah, his brothers in this draft. Yeah. Luke.
Joining a room with Sam Darnold, who was signed earlier in this offseason, and a guy who is a winner for sure is going to take his wares to the NFC North.
No doubt. And somebody all Alex Smith did was win a bunch of games and do it in a really accurate and efficient manner. When you get to the video of J.J. McCarthy, the velocity and the accuracy is there. He wasn't
Hold
relied
up.
upon some of the other quarterbacks we've seen.
It looks like the Brock Bowers report was not true. Jets actually select offensive tackle Olu Fashanu.
Who did?
Jets. The Brock Bowers report was fake.
Oh, okay. That they need a tackle more than they need a freaking tight end. They have a tight end already.
So far with an 83.
Interestingly enough, that's the order in which the quarterbacks came off the board that you see on the screen right there.
Nice work by Next Gen Stats of seeing that one through. I will just add this one thing, guys. To me, the ingredients are all there for him to be a great quarterback. These other guys had a chance to do more with their talents. He has the talent. It wasn't necessarily needed with this Michigan team. Had a formula that worked for them, and he played his role.
I definitely prefer him to not go to MetLife. Nobody deserves to play MetLife.
Mitchell Robinson out for the, Mitchell Robinson is out for the rest of the game.
Time now for a player comparison presented by Homes.com. We've done your homework because my player comp for J.J. McCarthy is CJ.
Guys, I'll be right back. Let me start setting up everything over here for my son and daughter.
No, you're good.
But it's not apples to apples. It's not playing style. It's question marks coming in. Last year, C.J. Stroud, we were questioning what we didn't see on tape in college. Could he do it consistently in the NFL? He answered that emphatically his rookie season. By the way, he went at number 2 overall last year. J.J. McCarthy, many of the same questions. Can he make the plays? Can he carry a team? All I know is when the pressure is up. Joel, you mentioned third down. Yeah. How about fourth down in the Rose Bowl against Alabama and the play he made there? He's going to go number 10 overall. The same questions were there. Can he answer them like C.J. Stroud? He gets his opportunity. And by the way, Kevin O'Connell couldn't have gotten a better head coach to be his quarterback coach as he moves on.
Well, listen, this guy wins, right? He's 27-1 as a starting quarterback at Michigan. And you mentioned the formula, DJ. There was a very specific formula for Michigan, and it was very successful for a long time. But it always came up short. Those fan base, they hate to know that, but it did. What was the difference the last few years? And in particular last year, it was that they had a quarterback that could go above the X's and O's on third down.
Logan.
And actually move the chains, keep their offense on the field, and win the big
Hello.
games, whether championship games or
So Denver's on the clock. This is the team most people think we're going to trade with. What?
This is where we're supposed to trade.
If we trade at this point, like, I feel like Bowers is what makes the most sense. He's
not really, because we need to go with a corner. You need something.
I know, but like, if you're gonna trade up to this spot, you wouldn't you could trade later and spend less. If you're gonna trade up now, you get the best player available.
Unless they get Sertan, but Howie's got to work something.
You got Aaron Jones in the backfield, T.J. Hawkinson. So a lot of things that he has to prove yet. But what a great situation for a young quarterback to go into with all those pieces around him.
I got to be honest with you. There is no I in NFL Network. There is one in Rich and one in Eisen. Hearing you guys sing the praises of J.J. McCarthy as he becomes an NFL quarterback deserving leading into the Jets pick. This may be the greatest moment of my entire draft broadcasting career. This is awesome.
I haven't even heard of this offensive tackle before.
NFL draft. The New York Jets select Olu Fashanu.
They can go ahead and take him, though.
So they go in the
There we
direction
go.
of protecting Aaron Rodgers rather than handing him another weapon to throw to.
Yeah, they went out and got Tyron Smith and Morgan Moses. Those guys are both 33 years old. This is the left tackle of the future. Interesting to see if he gets on the field right away, but he is a
It looks like the Broncos are
if he would have came out last year's draft, he would have been
expected to take Bo Nix here, which would be incredibly stupid.
You see the anchor in the tower, a pure pass protector. You want to try and hit him with a counter move, he can redirect and put the clamps on you. That is his call.
That's saying they don't trade down, of course.
Be a little more consistent. It was more steal and wall off than really power guys and finish guys, but there was improvement in that area in 23 compared to 22.
And remember, they picked up Tyron Smith. Always has injury issues. You get this kid for the future, and the future may be 2024.
It's Fashion Week in New York. Officially. We're back with the 12th overall pick in a sec.
Oh.
The 2024
So,
NFL
Broncos,
by Verizon. Verizon Small Business Days are here from
what are they
April
going to do?
22nd, April 28th.
Their clock's about halfway done.
Verizon Small
The
Business
pick
Days
is
are here.
in.
April 22nd to the 28th.
Broncos select quarterback Bo Nix.
Personalized
They
advice.
needed that.
Bad move. He's a second-round quarterback, but hey,
They needed that, though.
Vegas is on the clock.
Get more
Bowers
for your
just keeps on falling.
with our experts today. Let's make it happen.
Say hello to future you.
It's like the 10th time this commercial is played during this podcast.
Yep. Joel for 3.
All these places will never go.
Where did Sean go?
He's on the phone with work.
That keeps happening.
No, he's about to think he's getting ready to get a raise or something.
Financial decisions today.
He's really good at what he does.
That's good.
I checked 2 bags on Southwest for free.
That is the 6th quarterback taken in the first 12 picks.
This is full bottle, baby. He gets it. Ciao, brother.
2 bags fly free. That's a big flex.
Oh, here comes the bread guy. Come on. If you save nearly $750 like this, imagine what we could get. Oh, like blackberries, cranberries. Exactly. Halle Berry. Just kidding. But I love her.
Switch to Progressive and you can save hundreds.
So Vegas needs a lot.
Speaking of this crap, what a beautiful city.
Feel like you can tell every time I see you.
Looks like Raiders expected to go cornerback.
All right, we're back here in Detroit. Verizon Small Business Days are back. Now through Sunday, don't miss out. Cadillac Square, they had to shut down the entryways about an hour and a half before the draft because so many people are cramming. we're hearing We're at the Neil Diamond cover portion of tonight. I had a pause.
Annual tradition. Hold a second, Rich.
I had a pause for that moment.
Neil Diamond cover section in the Motor City.
You know what?
Seriously,
It is
Motown here.
Hey.
M was on stage, and we're going Neil Diamond.
I'm not gonna. I don't have nothing to return.
So in the first 12 picks, nobody has taken defense. 6 of the picks have been quarterbacks.
Crazy.
2 of the picks have been offensive tackle, and the rest have been receiver.
Quarterbacks. 100% of the first 10 offensive players. First time we've ever seen both. And we'll see if the Denver Broncos equals a 50% quarterback hit rate because Nick is sitting out there. And we'll see if that's who they're going to be picking right now.
Do you remember at the top we said what's the strength of the draft? It's quarterbacks, it's wide receivers, and tackles. Just to confirm, there are also other players available at other positions at some point in time.
Wait, there are defenders?
Ian Rappaport wants in.
Ian, are there defenders?
There are defenders. There just really haven't been any taken. You guys mentioned the quarterbacks. We've had 5 go so far. There's really only one more Bo Nix who teams have had rated anywhere near the first round. That means we got the Denver Broncos, we got the Las Vegas Raiders. Both have quarterback needs. If one goes him, the other's not going to get him. And I would say this, for the Las Vegas Raiders who didn't have Bo Nix up there with some other teams, they may actually trade out or take a defensive player rather than reach for a quarterback. The Raiders are okay. They have Gardner Minshew, but there is a chance they don't get a quarterback out of round 1.
Gardner Minshew. I don't think having Gardner Minshew as a quarterback is that big of a threat.
Rich, think about it this way. If the Raiders wanted a quarterback, it's the Broncos' spot. There's not going to be talk of a trade right there to help out a division rival.
No, you look at the caller ID. Absolutely not.
Not in our division.
The Vikings and the Jets, last time they made a trade for a quarterback, right, or involved any transaction involved a quarterback, was Brett Favre, right? When Brett used the Jets as a transfer portal to get to Minnesota to get to Green Bay.
The NIL money was better.
It was great.
Pretty much. Is Roger trying to let them finish with their Neil Diamond song?
No, it was the hug.
It's got to stop. It's got to stop because Charles is very upset right now.
I just don't understand.
With the 12th pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the Denver Broncos select Bo Nix.
There it is.
Quarterback, Oregon.
They needed that, though.
Yeah. Their quarterback is Zach Wilson.
I'd start Bo Nix over Zach Wilson.
All 6 of the quarterbacks are gone. Bo Nix, the comparison was Tua because he's got real quick hands. He's very accurate.
So, like, all the top quarterback prospects are gone, and there's still a lot of quarterback need teams.
Evidence out there of him driving the football. This offense just didn't require it very often. A lot of quick hitters.
People building for the future.
But the ability there, he's played a lot of football.
New Orleans, I don't know who they could pick here.
Ball handling. He's played so much football.
Colts.
Auburn,
Colts need.
Sprinkled in here. Didn't have to run it quite as much with this.
Colts need defense.
I thought they would trade down, but I think the fact that the 5 other guys were gone, they weren't going to get cute. That's the moral of the story.
The Raiders have been on the clock for 7 minutes. They have 3 minutes left.
In Alabama.
Those watching us over on YouTube, if you haven't already, go ahead and hit the like button, sub to us, sub to our channel, help us grow the channel. We appreciate everybody being here. We do giveaways, we do ticket giveaways, we do auctions. We have an auction that's currently going on. We just didn't do it tonight. It's a signed Fletcher Cox picture. Appreciate everybody being here. Thank you.
A couple days after they acquire Zach Wilson,
I think Raiders might be trying to trade down here.
Is in their quarterback.
Raiders select Block Bowers.
Did they?
Yeah.
Damn. Dead cap number hanging over them over the next couple of years that they're paying off from the Russell Wilson trade and the Russell Wilson contract, on which Russell Wilson 0 downs for Denver. Kurt?
I'll tell you what, guys, when you watch Bo Nix on film, he reminds you a little bit of Drew Brees. Drew Brees, Sean Payton, we know what they did together, but he played in an offense where they asked him to read the entire field. Probably the biggest playbook of all of these quarterbacks that we've seen go in the first round. And so I believe that's where the fit is. They're going to ask Bo Nix to come in and deal the football, get the football out of his hands, use that accuracy. And as DJ said, he can push the ball down the field, but I'm not sure that's what they're going to ask him to do. Sean Payton now has a quarterback that can do some of the things that they like to do in New Orleans.
Well, Kurt, now that the 6 first-round graded quarterbacks have been taken for 12 picks. No, I've been told they're checking them to see if there's early flights.
Okay, all right. It's been fun, guys. It's been fun.
No. I'm going to say this because I'm your teammate and I have your back. You're not just the quarterback guy. You can
He's
talk
got a
about
decent quarterback there with Gardner Minshew, though.
other positions. We're not putting baby in a corner. You're just not in a box.
Well, thank you, Rich. I appreciate it. And it's
Going from Georgia to the Raiders. What a downgrade.
Yes.
There's probably going to be a couple defensive guys going.
But that said, we also know you only travel first class and there's only coaching back. I've been told. So we'll be back to you.
One thing, guys.
Some new ones on the clock.
The guy by the name of Davis Webb.
The one team that said they would never trade with Philadelphia again.
He's going to be one of the top quarterbacks.
Starting to look like the Eagles aren't going to trade up.
Right now, and look at the project he gets here with Bo.
There were no defenders taken off the board.
Jack Andrew, one of our research staff, just said in the history of the draft, we have never had 13 straight picks on one side of the ball in succession at any point in any draft. So there's a lot on the line here.
With the 13th pick in the
I don't like this
2024
pick.
NFL Draft, the Las Vegas Raiders select Brock Bowers, tight end, Georgia.
All right. So Brock Bowers is going to the
What's that coming down the track?
Well, this is value here. This is my 7th overall player, big-time player. It came down to position value.
I'm going to Alabama.
But when you
time.
He's the best player on the field in every single one of their games. What he does with the ball in his hands, the run after catch. One of their coaches said, if we put this guy
Amazing player.
tailback on our roster, there's some of the route ability, be able to shake
Joel
defenders.
Embiid, 35 points, 4 for 6 from 3.
People are mad that he wasn't ejected.
He is on it right now.
Been healthy through the entire spring.
Oh, they were up 13.
He wouldn't have been here for the Raiders.
How many minutes left?
Guys, I'm still listening to you guys on YouTube. I'm watching you on my phone and over there. And this is crazy with the defense. What's going on with the defense?
I can't believe they took Brock. I can't believe they took Brock Bowers when they already have a great tight end.
This is gonna benefit the Eagles, though. All these defensive players, because we're gonna get a hitter.
I understand the whole positional value thing and all those guys.
Imagine we could land Chop Robinson.
But he is a dynamic player.
Imagine your head any shinier.
Oh, O'Connell's quarterback. That's awful.
Last year, prevent them from getting a better ball player this year.
I thought the Jets were gonna select Bowers, though. When you said that, that would have been good for them. But they already have a tight end, anyways. But
The Raiders already have a good tight end.
a generational player, though.
These people dropping confetti like they won the Super Bowl.
I mean, they might. Bowers is a very great player.
Al Davis said it best: "Win, baby, win."
Daniel Jeremiah spotting dimes as we take our
On the clock, the team that said they'll never trade with the Eagles again.
And they likely won't.
Be right back, players.
What's next? Bud Lights?
I'm a genie. Gemini. I'm a genie. Post Malone.
Hey. Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Wait, no, I'm always hot.
Sleep Number does that.
Save 40% on the Sleep Number limited edition smart bed or 0% interest for 36 months. Shop now at sleepnumber.com.
To help save for our home, we stopped going on trips and giving each other expensive gifts. We handmade them instead. That one took me 3 weeks. Getting pre-qualified for a home loan was easier. It only took like 3 minutes. Foxcart. Oh.
What?
Barking puppy.
Eagles 11 minutes ago posted still waiting.
Hi, I'm Grant,
Your new roommate.
The Saints might be trading down here.
You know what time it is.
The schedule is released.
Bring it. The anticipation is through the roof. This is a heavyweight matchup. Let's go!
I got the block in the money. We are the kids on the block.
I'm an extra dealer, and I'll be your sub today. Can you see anything
This
different
is
as of
wild.
now? No. You don't know?
Fentanyl is being mixed into everything now.
Saints are taking their nice sweet old time here.
Yep.
Naloxone nasal spray.
Fentanyl. It's cheap, it's potent, and it's profitable.
Why would drug dealers put a lethal dose of fentanyl in drugs if they know it's so harmful?
Really just all about the money.
I just didn't realize that one pill could change your whole life.
More kitchen now.
It's time built by Lowe's. There's still some obviously back there, but picked clean of quarterbacks.
Saints select offensive tackle Therese Kruger.
Jesus
The
God.
Saints are on the clock. 13 consecutive choices tonight on offense. We have yet to hear a defensive player's name called. 2.5 to go on the Saints clock.
I got a text from Tom Telesco with the Raiders and said, "We need juice," and Bowers brings it. And that's going to be a fun one to watch.
This is getting interesting.
So what do you think the Saints do here?
Tackle. The tackle's a need. They might need 2 tackles before this draft is over.
Colts need defense. I imagine this is where we're going to see our first defensive player taken.
Ramczyk is hurt. Penning may have to switch over to right tackle and draft their new starting left tackle here.
I still can't believe that the Falcons drafted Michael Penix Jr. That has nothing to do. I am such a huge fan of that kid. I want nothing but success for him. He is incredible. But they just signed Kirk Cousins to a 9-figure deal.
I just reached out to his agent, Mike McCartney. I'm sure Ian's talked to him as well, but he was not given a heads up. Kirk Cousins was not given really a heads up on this.
So, with pick 15, the Saints, the Colts are probably going to go Arnold. If I
We've
had
got
to guess,
trade history with them. We might be able to trade with them.
I think we're getting too close to the point where the Eagles would trade with how the board is falling.
Sitting almost a whole year is unusual, right? Carson Palmer sat a whole year, unusual. As a general rule, when you get a brand new quarterback, the clock starts fast. And if you don't play well as a team, it accelerates. The owner comes in and wants to know when he's going to play. It's like getting
That took 9 minutes to select an offensive tackle.
you go ahead to work here. And don't forget, it's a rookie head coach in Raheem Morris. So if it's a succession plan, the rookie head coach gets a chance now for his new quarterback to come in and play and maybe wait a while, but not very long, not as long as people think.
Ian Rappaport.
Rich, we'll go back to the Saints for a second. You guys mentioned the possibility of them taking a tackle. Here's why. My understanding that Ryan Ramczyk, one of their starting tackles for the last several years, dealing with a knee injury. They thought it would be better. Had a little bit of a procedure. Thought he'd be good to go this season. He may not only not play the season, but may not play again in the NFL forever. So that is why these Saints have a very, very real need at tackle with Ramczyk's knee injury.
All right, thanks very much. And the pick is in. The Colts are about
Okay, so
their clock as things are going. You look like you have something to say.
Well, no, I was just the players who still no defense. Can you find a defense?
Eagles are 7 picks away.
Really need offense, and that's what this draft is supplying.
I think that's where we're going to cut it at too.
But it just certainly feels, Joel, like tackle is just a screaming need. And Daniel has said it throughout tonight. Sometimes we don't have need to get cute. just make the right pick. And to me, tackle's the spot for them.
And normally when you get like all these tackles, wide receivers and quarterbacks, the position group becomes depleted. Maybe that's the case now with the quarterbacks. We've depleted all six, for goodness sakes. There's still a lot of really good tackles out there that could fill a need right now and go play right away.
My second and third rated tackles are still on the board. My 10th and 11th overall players, they're picking 14. They've got options.
So the New Orleans Saints choosing 14th overall. We're moving our way towards being halfway through this first night here in Detroit.
With the 14th pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the New Orleans Saints select Talise Fuaga, tackle, Oregon State.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, for me, he was right behind Joe Alt. I just loved watching him in the temperament and the physicality with which he plays as you see him getting a little emotional there. All going nasty, and usually when you have juicy guys are on the ground a bunch. He stays off the ground. He's got excellent balance. Played right tackle there at Oregon State, a very physical program, and he was a poster child. He got penalties, which I was trying to figure out why they were penalties. I think they looked so mean that they decided to throw a flag on him.
Is that like Michael Orr? He just walked in too long?
That's not fair. Here he is. Watch him just finish, guys, then gives you a little extra there at the bottom once he gets you on the ground. Competed at the Senior Bowl. Could have sat that out, just waited and gone through the rest of the draft process. Instead, he shows up down there in Mobile, Alabama, goes against some of the top rushers and is outstanding. Here he is against Latu from UCLA, one of the top pass rushers in this draft, and he puts him on the ground. He aced every test through the whole process. I'd give him straight A's from start to finish.
Do you see him flipping from right to left? Because we just saw the Senior Bowl tape taking a shot to right. I mentioned Penning has been a disappointment for them at left tackle. Do you see Fuaga going left, or do you see him staying on the right side?
With the potential of them needing two, I'd just leave him at the right side where he's comfortable.
I just love seeing a guy develop. I mean, think about it. He went to a dreadful high school program. They won 5 games in 4 years. 5. That's it. So he was only the 130th ranked offensive tackle in his recruiting class. And now here he is as a first-round draft pick. Tough guy, Jonathan.
Sixers are up 9 with 7.5 minutes to go.
For that offense.
Yeah, I got it pulled up.
Here in this stage for Michigan State. So the Colts are now on the clock, and I just
Also been on the clock for 6 minutes.
Chris Ballard, the general manager of the Indianapolis Colts, was on the Rich Eisen show last Friday, and I asked him, how many quarterbacks do you think will start this draft? Knowing he's not in the quarterback game, obviously. He said he thinks 3, but if it's 4, he would love it. And he told me that if I could get it, as if I had anything to do with it, 6 quarterbacks taken before he's on the clock, 50. He said, quote, I will come on your show whenever you want. Chris,
we'll talk to you.
Let's talk. Maybe Monday, maybe Tuesday. What you up to, Chris? Because look how many quarterbacks are off the board. 6 quarterbacks, and that pushes everybody down. So anybody that's now picking here that aren't quarterback needy, they are psyched with the way that this trade and this night has actually gone down.
Let me jump in real quick. Rich, you mentioned pushing everyone down. Daniel, does this push someone up? Because now we're talking about the Colts, and I keep hearing receivers a possibility for them, and the receivers have been picked up big time. Brian Thomas Jr. maybe have a chance to move his way up in this scenario.
Gotta hold on.
Yeah,
only a few more minutes.
I had him taking Bowers, so he's.
They win this and they're back in it.
Players are going, but when I look at the second need for them is corner.
They've got to win out.
See one. You've got Terrion Arnold from Alabama. You've also.
If they lose next game, they are down 3-1 and have to go back to
So who's it going to be? Who wants to do it here?
Well, I think we'll stay here.
New York.
Well, we just saw some cheering in the Colts draft room, which means the clock that we're seeing counting down is just a mere formality. Ian?
Which I want to bring up another talk about the top player on board. Latu is considered by many the top pass rusher on the board. His medical situation has been very much in focus. Of course, had a cervical spine issue, had a surgery, took a disc out, was of course retired, came back and played for UCLA. I know a lot of people thought that a lot of teams would flunk him. It seems the medical is really okay. Got probably as good medical reports as you could imagine considering his injury. Obviously, could just be one hit. We don't know. But medically, it's pretty positive, much more than you would think going into this process.
Thank you very much, Ian, for that information.
The first defensive player is off the board.
on
Who did they take?
Edge, what's here, what's Tua?
medical concerns, obviously. 3 minutes to go until we get the pick. They were cheering, so we're now just waiting for, I guess, the process.
I still go back, Joe. I'm gonna let you take it from here. I still go back to Anthony Richardson's selection last year, and they want to continue to build around him. Yep. Big pass catchers, guys with catch radius, is something that's on the board.
Embiid's got 41 tonight.
Right, the corner could be there, Latu could be there, but Anthony Richardson is the focus of this team.
My thing too, though, Joel, there's C.J. Stroud out there.
Yes.
And that's what that looked like year one. What do you think that's going to look like as this guy gets more experience?
Seahawks on the clock. I imagine this is the last spot where we potentially trade up.
Yeah, this is pretty much it. If not, they ride it out.
Their offense, to me, is built to.
These other teams are not going to trade with the Eagles, most likely.
Jacksonville, maybe.
On the outside, CJ's an incredible passer, and this is where value comes in. You're sitting here now. There has not been a corner taken yet, so you can.
Jags need receivers, so.
And I don't know if Indianapolis would have gone into this draft, gone into tonight, and thought to themselves, "We can get our top corner on our board."
That conversation, he said, if you should get quarterbacks taken before 15, I'll come on your show whenever you want, and I don't know if I had anything to do with it, quite frankly. But 6 are gone, and 14 straight offensive players have gone, and the Indianapolis Colts now have the first overall pick in this draft for defense, if that's what they want.
So your people now on the phone with his people.
You know what?
Are you going to give him tonight?
I'll let the dust settle. I mean, he just had a chat with whoever we're about to hear the announcements for him, and now Seattle's on the clock to make it halfway through the draft for Mike McDonald's first choice, and being the 8th seed there, and the first non-Pete Carroll one in forever today.
I would just go back real quickly. Those quarterbacks, the 6 that we have taken, maybe Denver reached a little bit. Remember, they don't have a second-round pick, right? So they couldn't just wait. They had to go get their guy. And then I would also talk about the unique nature of what's gone on in college football with the transfer portal and the COVID year. So we had 2 different types of quarterback ready for the first round. These 3 guys that were older guys. You talk about Jaden Daniels, 55 starts. Bo Nix, 61 starts. Michael Penix, 48 starts. And then you've got the normal guys that'll play 3 years and come out. So I don't think it was a reach. These guys are all experienced, and I think there's a reason why they were picked in the first round.
Yeah, we have video of Jaden Daniels connecting to Brandon Ayuk to beat Justin Herbert in the game against Oregon.
How about that? And Diamador is in coverage.
That's how long it's been. All right, here's the Colts pick.
With the 15th pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the Indianapolis Colts select Latu, defensive end, UCLA.
So it is Latu. Coming back to the green room. He is an Indianapolis Colt.
There is defense in the NFL.
He is the first defensive player selected in the 2024 NFL Draft.
And DJ, think about his path.
This man out here with the Pauly D haircut.
In this draft, and it was just a few.
Take care, spike your hair. Sean, we lost it. Sean, come fix. God damn it, Sean.
Twitter found background audio now.
So he's there. He's just sitting there. He don't want to talk to him.
That is impressive that he stuck with it, that he put in the work, and I'm so pumped to see him rewarded, and that smile on his face is well deserved.
I mean, the production in 2 years after he got down to UCLA was off the charts, guys. You could not keep him.
So Seahawks are about halfway through their clock now.
The guy was as productive as any edge rusher in college football.
And the most tools in the bag, right, DJ, in terms of the 3 top.
He's got the most pitches.
I hereby claim Sean Smith does not love us.
Good timing. Let's try to get my fucking headset to turn on. Didn't want to turn on.
I still think you don't love us.
No, hate. Absolute hate. No, I'm kidding. Obviously not.
You left us for like 10 picks.
talking about the emotion.
I had to go do trash, recycling, all that fun shit, and then make some dinner. So we do be back though. Where are we? Pick 15. Okay.
That was went to the Raiders. This was the first defensive player taken.
Okay. So maybe we didn't need to trade up, but let's see what happens. I wonder where Seattle's going to go.
That was a comparison. You watch him against UCLA. Watch the
Their clock is getting close to being over.
Keep in your hands as a tackle. He's going to swipe him away, and he can bend at the top of his rush. Again, look at him run that loop. We do the loop. That is what you see there. Kick him inside. Let him beat up on some of these.
Once our pick's done, I'm shutting this off. I gotta get some rest.
Sixers are up 14 with 4 minutes to go.
You hear me, Sean?
What's up?
Once we make our selection, I'm probably gonna shut the stream off.
Yeah, makes sense. No worries.
Because I'm hurting right now.
Everybody gravitates towards him. You know, this
urgency
that he has, and the
I don't know if you can tell, but I am in a lot of pain.
No, you're all good.
And it's not lost on me. Did you see all the other guys that were in the green room? Did you see who they went over and shook hands with on their way out to the stage? It was Latu, and you could tell he was genuinely happy for all of those guys in their moment. That's the type of player that's going to Indianapolis.
And exactly what Gus Bradley wants as a defensive coordinator.
No news on the Seahawks.
He wants guys who can up front go get the quarterback so he can play the zones.
They're working the phones.
Eagles have been calling with teams all night, I've heard.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at.
Congratulations on the national championship, but I'd also be glad that Latu didn't stay at Washington. That game might have been a little bit closer.
I'm sure.
He and Braylon Trice on one side and the other.
Yeah, we saw Washington.
Embiid has 43 points.
Luka Nakua was there with him back in the day as well.
Kaylee Hartung is on the stage with Latu.
He has how many?
You just said to me, I don't know how to feel.
43.
When you think back to
Jesus Christ.
you needed to medically retire from this sport with that neck injury in 2020. Did you imagine this moment was possible?
Okay, they're up in the fourth right now. Knicks hit a 3. Let's see if they choke.
I knew it. I manifested it. The power of the mind is something crazy. And you just got to take it, trust in yourself, trust in the Lord. And, he's got a plan for each and every one of us.
14 offensive players off the board before you became the first defensive player. Does that become fuel?
Seahawks have 2 minutes left.
It definitely becomes fuel, and I definitely about to go out and prove it in Indianapolis.
Like your last.
Like your last. Let's do it.
There he goes. So prior to tonight, 7 offensive players to start the draft before we saw our first defensive player taken was the record, and we have doubled it. 14. That record may never be broken, and you'd have to say 6 quarterbacks in the first 12 picks is something that will never be broken as well. It started with Caleb. We expected that. Jaden Daniels and then Drake May, we expected that. Michael Penix Jr. going to the Falcons. What the what? Then J. McCarthy to Minnesota at 10. And Bo Nix, pick dozen to Denver. What a night in Detroit. We're almost halfway through. The Seahawks have selected their pick is in. We'll get it when we come back with the Jack.
Finally. I'm not sure if this report is real, but Seahawks select Byron Murphy.
Interesting.
Texas.
This year, get your spring delivered. The Home Depot has free delivery on over 2 million items and fast same-day delivery from our store to your door.
First defensive tackle off the board.
Only at the Home Depot.
Okay, yeah, the report's real. Okay, so first DT off the board.
We work at 102. You're late.
Compare and find top financial products today. NerdWallet.
No one cares about me, so why should I care about myself?
I'm scared. I'm hopeless.
Even when I'm with my friends, I feel alone.
I feel like a failure every day.
These are the stories of kids struggling with mental health. Anxiety affects nearly a third of them. That's why the NFL is working to give kids the tools to be stronger and more resilient.
Millions of kids feel alone. We can show them they are.
Hopefully,
Seahawks took Byron Murphy.
Did they?
Yeah, D tackle Texas.
Start your day with Nature Made, the #1.
So that was basically our window to trade up, because these teams aren't going. These teams aren't trading with us.
That's why when you stock up on the many items, you are in the right place to get the
I just
stuff
took
you
2
want.
Benadryl. Hopefully, that'll relieve some of this shit.
And start earning today. You got this. We got you.
The teams that are coming up are teams that were looking to trade up. So there's like no way that they trade up, that they allow us to trade up with them.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're new to the channel, if you've never been here with us, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit the bell too, so you know when we go live. We try to go live once a week to cover all things Philadelphia sports, mainly the Philadelphia Eagles, but we also cover the Phillies and the Sixers. Again, we appreciate your support so far. Thank you again for everything. We're coming up on a year here in August. Me and Sean have been doing this. Appreciate all the support. I appreciate Sean for being here with me and rocking out, even though he leaves me from time to time and doesn't want to talk to me because he doesn't love me. Shout out to Logan for being here with us, and thank you for being our first ticket giveaway person that we gave a ticket to, so you could visit the link.
And said 3-hour mark.
Yeah.
Passion for the game. USA football.
And Jay might come back eventually.
Yeah, Jay don't love us either.
Seattle's pick is in. It is the first.
Joel Embiid, 45 points.
So Jacksonville likely going to select a receiver.
After we saw the first defensive player just
They lost Calvin Ridley. They need to replace him.
14 consecutive offensive picks kick things off here in Detroit. And they're 4 minutes into their clock time. Let's send things to the stage in the PA.
Watching the 76ers game at the same time, too.
Same.
Please direct your attention to the main stage video screens for a special message.
What's happening?
In the Sixers game? Nothing yet. Right
No,
now,
I mean, and the draft thing.
Yeah, something from the screen.
This is our
Warthogs.
Sixers are up 8 with 3 minutes to go.
To defend the freedom of 51 million people.
This is Blitz for Operation Draft Pick.
What the fuck?
Back to you in Detroit.
Okay. Sean, can we get the volume?
Thank you to our men and women who serve in the United States military. Your sacrifices to defend our country's freedom do not go unnoticed. Thank you so much. With the 16th pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the Seattle Seahawks select Byron Murphy, defensive tackle, Texas.
Jaguars have traded their pick to the Vikings.
What?
Vikings are trading up.
The middle of the defensive line in Seattle.
What are they going all in on?
Minnesota just traded up into the Jacksonville Jaguars spot 17th overall, giving up a 3 and a 4 next year. And a 5.
So basically, they got it for absolutely nothing.
Second to talk about this kid from Texas going to Seattle.
This is the best defensive tackle in the draft. Leverage and quickness. Very disruptive. You talk about the ability to penetrate, make plays. He can do that. You want to double team him. Watch his knee almost go to the ground. He's got unbelievable core
Looks like
strength.
people think it's going to be Brian Turner.
And anchor down. Sacking and shedding blocks. Some guys hang on blocks and create
whatever his
he gets
first name
blocks
is.
and goes make tackles. Playing
That
on
was
the other side
terrible.
of the line of scrimmage in the run game, he's almost impossible to cut off when he's on the backside of a run play. He just beats blockers to spots. But this is the calling card. Only 5 sacks. Doesn't seem like a huge number, but a highly disruptive player. Joel, let me give you a couple numbers here this offseason. Chris Jones, 5 years, $158 million. Christian Wilkins, 4 years, $110. Matabike, 4 for $98. Derek Brown, 4 for $96. This is a league that values defensive tackles, and this is a very good one.
And it's a coach who really values defensive tackles. Mike McDonald comes from that Baltimore tree. He was at Michigan.
I'm sold we're going corner.
Baltimore Ravens, and when he builds a defense,
What happened to that AJ Brown tweet about?
That they need to do is build a run wall up front before they can get to the hard edges.
The Howard going all in.
I don't know. Sean, I don't know about you. I'm all in. I think we're going corner.
For one reason.
Yeah,
Vikings select edge rusher Dallas Turner.
Yeah, it's going to be a corner.
So,
I would be surprised if it's anything else. If not corner, linebacker, but I think it's going to be corner.
Waste too much time.
If we select receiver, I'm going to be annoyed.
I would be shocked.
On Saturday.
Chop Robinson?
3 and a 4 in next year's draft. Wow. And the
God damn.
Jaguars fleeced them.
Houston back in March. And Jacksonville amasses those picks.
They must see somebody that they like.
Could this be
that was Turner, Alabama.
Oh, could it be
corner and pass rusher? I gave him Chop Robinson in the mock draft to give him an edge
Remember,
rusher.
Daniil Hunter is in Houston.
Correct.
So it makes sense at that point to look at that position. But they've historically been a corner group.
Yeah.
So we'll see how it turns
Jared
out.
versus there. So Minnesota. There's only been 2 trades tonight.
Oh, yeah.
When it comes to the Eagles one, don't say it till it pops up on stream, so everybody's shook. I'm ready.
Yeah.
I'm very ready.
Yeah, Logan, do not say nothing about
We're almost there.
The 17th pick to the Minnesota Vikings. With the 17th pick in the 2024 NFL Draft,
Philly is going to win this game.
Vikings
Let's go.
Dallas Turner, linebacker, Alabama.
So
That's a bad man right there.
Who sacks
You said not say the Eagles pick earlier.
Yep. For us, it doesn't matter. We don't care. It's not the Eagles one.
And
that's a crazy pickup. That might actually
rusher from Alabama,
have been worth
many
it.
people penciled in to go.
I can't believe the Falcons selected Penix.
As the first
Crazy.
I just don't understand that.
Is now coming out of the green room as the third defense.
They were going to draft the position they didn't need. They should have drafted Bowers.
14 offensive players started our night.
This tells you what type of night it's been. In the back
Yeah, but they also have Kirk Cousins. They don't need Penix.
We're going to look at names. I'm thinking, okay, who's going to be there for him? And I got to go all the way up to the very top of the edge rusher list. They're the number 1 edge rusher in the draft, and they're able to reel him in as well as getting their quarterback. That's a job well done.
Yeah, I thought the same thing too, which is why I mentioned
pretty good this
teammate
season.
Terrion Arnold.
Yeah.
Or not the season, but you know what I'm saying, this draft.
He is coming out.
Cincinnati has been on the clock for 2 minutes.
We're assuming complete the Minnesota Vikings night. They came in with 2 first-round draft choices. They used them, but not in the spots where they originally had them. 2 draft trades tonight. It's Minnesota moving up twice, and Dallas Turner's the guy.
So both trades tonight have been by the Vikings.
There in that dome as well. Brian Burns, think about the juice, the burst, the get-off that he has. He's now a New York Giant. Dallas Turner, similar type of player. Ridiculous length. I mean, he's got rare arm length. Uses those arms to be able to reel
47 to go.
Tremendous lateral range. The take on to me was fine. Some teams had a concern with it. I didn't have an issue with it. He's able to hold his ground, take on blocks. You saw it there. That inside long
Darius
arm working
just
Georgia, that's his calling card as a rusher.
NFL changing offense when the game's not defense no
and
more.
then get inside, and then once he gets
Well,
to the
you don't
high
let
side
him
of the
fucking
rush,
tackle no
there's
more.
that burst and bend to finish, CD.
And one thing about
as
you guys all know, when you played for Nick Saban, it's 4th and 1 every day.
It's Christ,
That's
man.
how
Kyle
they work in
Lowry.
practice, how they go. And when you think about what Minnesota's thinking, before we're talking about are the trades for quarterbacks.
Down to 7 points.
Very few pass rushers left after Latu came off the board. So Minnesota
They're
makes
going to blow this game in the last minute.
Daniil
Watch.
Hunter now in Houston, and you guys mentioned Jason C.J. Stroud in the AFC South.
It's the lead's down to 7 with 1:17 to go.
Jared Goff.
Oh, I'm just slightly behind. I'm at a minute 30.
A new one, and Caleb Williams.
Now Caleb Williams.
I love the fact that when you look back through his development, he played his last year of high school at St. Thomas Aquinas. Guess who his coach was on the defensive line? Jason Taylor.
Is he any good?
So Bengals probably select OT here.
I believe that they did.
And Bede misses 44.
It's great to have all of those traits that you talked about, DJ, but you want to see production, and this guy has it. 23 and a half sacks, 33 and a half tackles for loss. He not only got in the backfield, but he produced, and that's key when you're talking about those edge rushers.
All right, so Kaylee Hartung now has take it away.
Well, Dallas, the Vikings just made a significant trade to make you a part of their revamped defense. What does that mean to you, the commitment they just made?
It means a lot. You know, I took
Dude
a
with the block.
I met a lot of the coaches.
Just get the ball back under a minute to go, up 8.
I really have a good feel for those dudes in that building for sure. You know, I'm lost for words right now because I'm a Minnesota Viking, but, you know, I'm just blessed and thankful to be here, you know. Wish my grandfather could be here with me, but, you know, I love you, Poppy. I know you at a crib right now, but, you know, real blessed and thankful to be here, you know.
Jaden Daniels says you were the best player he had to face in college football this season. What do those Vikings fans right over there who've been chanting at you, what do they need to know about the skill you'll bring there?
I mean, you know, you're going to get you a full player. You're going to play fast.
Foul on.
You're going to play hard. You're going to be the best teammate possible, too.
Enjoy it.
Thank you.
Next.
So the Vikings finish up their 2 first-rounders by taking Dallas.
Bengals select Georgia offensive tackle Amelius Mims.
The Bengals are on the clock.
All right, so what we'll do is now let's just go quiet on what picks come up until they come up on the screen.
76ers might actually win again.
It's time. Yes, the time has come for a fresh approach to dog food. Every day, more dog.
Hey, Sean.
No, fuck.
I love you, man.
Embiid makes first free throw. He makes second free throw. 10-point game. 40 seconds to go.
Sean.
Yo.
Stop ignoring me.
I had to send a text.
I love you, bro.
Shooting foul with Sixers. Brunson misses free throw.
Jay's been gone for like 30 minutes. He don't want to talk to us either.
He left at like pick 10. No, he left right after Bowers was selected after coming back for like 10 seconds. Nine-point games, 30 seconds to go, timeout Sixers.
Embiid's at 48.
You gotta reach 50.
I'm back, players. I just gotta charge my laptop.
Oh, this guy.
Let's just take it back.
Where'd the audio go for the?
Because it's a commercial, I turned it off. Yo, did you see Devontae Smith's tweet a few hours ago?
No.
Which one?
He went after that Dan Silo show guy because he's the one that's always talking shit about AJ.
I did see that. He tagged him in it.
Yo.
I didn't see that.
Yo, can you see me?
No.
No, sir.
What the hell? I'm back out and come right back on.
No, John Cena, we can't see you. The Falcons general manager trying to explain his pick of Michael Penix Jr. to the owner.
We're getting close.
Rams potentially could play with the Eagles.
That is Thursday.
I can see that.
Interesting times in Cincinnati.
I think Pittsburgh's never going to trade with us. Miami is not going to trade with us.
They might because of Vic.
The coaching staff finally got rated for now the head coach in Tennessee, and then just the other day, both T. Higgins and Trey Hendrickson apparently announced they want trades out of there. So all of that is the backdrop to the Bengals picking 18th overall. What do you think they're going to do here?
Trenches to me, when you look at their needs, offensive tackle, defensive tackle. So when we look at the defensive tackles, the top one is already gone. You've got Johnny Newton's out there, but we still have 3 or 4 intriguing offensive tackles on the board.
And what we find out...
Jay, you're still not here.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to fix it right now. You can hear me though, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm all, I know what I need to do. Give me just 1 second.
We're that far along yet, but there's one thing to keep in mind.
With the 18th pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the Cincinnati Bengals select Amarius Mims, tackle, Georgia.
That is one large bulldog making his way to Cincinnati.
Sixers used a timeout, came out of a timeout, played 4 seconds, used another timeout.
He is massive, and he is not fat.
Sean, cue it. Cue it, Sean.
8 starts.
I'm not going to be able to in time.
In 2022, in this game against Ohio State, you see everything you need to see. There's not as much volume as some of these other offensive lines. Excellent talent to see him using his hands here, showing you the awareness to be able to pick up that twist. This game showed you what you needed to see. Now you have to be a little bit risky here because
29 seconds.
Coming down the track.
Almost there for the Sixers.
On that offensive line. This
Sixers
is
up 11.
Protector they've had. He would go weeks and weeks.
They're buying a miracle. They've won.
Well, Embiid for 50.
He's a large body at work.
What is going on with his eyes?
You know, and time for the fan cam presented by Rocket Mortgage. There's the moment where Marius Mims
only his right eye is
going to be a Cincinnati Bengals.
Yeah, that's been a problem for a while. It happened in game 1 when he got injured.
He's the 3rd largest offensive lineman in Cincinnati.
Tobias Harris has 8 points.
345. Brown 6'8", 350.
Oh, Lowry 9 points.
He'll finally wind up in a spot.
Okay, Sixers win.
Right now, but doesn't that fit though? That they picked up
series is 2-1, staying in Philly.
They can afford to bring him along a little bit slower if Trent Brown can jump in and play.
Rams have been on the clock for a while.
Why'd they miss the playoffs? Because Burrow wasn't there. If
Rams
he's
are on the
there,
clock
they're
now.
going to be in the playoffs. So how do you keep him there? Pass protector.
Protect him.
Yeah, put him on him right now so he doesn't get hurt in the preseason and miss all preseason
Denver
work.
versus LA tonight.
Because he's not able to be there. We need.
This is the Rams' first round pick in like half a decade.
Until the Rams make a first round selection, it's the first round selection of Sean McVay's tenure as the Rams head coach. As a matter of fact,
did he even know to come to the facility?
The last first round selection made by the Rams was the guy who helped introduce the draft tonight in Jared Goff. That's the last first round selection made by the Rams, and it wasn't made by McVay.
My guess is Rams select D tackle here.
2 quarterback items. First of all, we talked about the Michael Penix pick earlier. My understanding
Unless
is
they trade.
did call Kirk Cousins while they were on the clock to give him a small heads up that they were taking a quarterback. Meanwhile, talk about the Los Angeles Rams and their quarterback. My understanding is Matthew Stafford, while he has been in the building, does want an adjustment on his contract, does want more guaranteed money past this year, believes he has a lot left. The lingering issue this offseason for the Rams, Kirk.
It is in.
You know, he is their guy. He's the guy.
Let's go, baby.
I know there was some talk about them going to try to get the heir apparent, but Matthew Stafford is that guy.
Steelers on the clock. They potentially could trade this away for Brandon Ayuk.
Some really good pieces on the offensive
I wouldn't be
side.
shocked at that either.
Kind of a steal last year in the 5th round, but I'm thinking this time it's less about the offense that will get their quarterback done, and this is going to be more of a defensive move.
I like having sound effects.
All right, so there's the Rams house.
The hell?
I can't tell. Is that SoFi or is that the spot where they're drafting?
Oh, that's on the beach.
That's the beach.
That's at the back
What
of
the
Rams'
hell?
house.
Because I was wondering when I saw them in that room, it looked a little austere for the
They're always
Rams to be
flexing.
doing their picks, right?
What a
Normally it
flex.
looks a lot better than that, and there it is.
What a flex. They're always flexing with their draft, Rams house.
Somebody that plays beach volleyball is complaining right now.
Yeah. Well, if that's Manhattan Beach, then they're definitely complaining. There's no doubt about it.
So the pick is in. The Rams are going to choose a first-round player for the first time.
Jared Verse.
Goff was selected in the first round by the Rams in
FSU edge rusher.
2016. And if it's a defensive player, it would be the first time they used a first-round pick on a defensive player since the recently retired Aaron Donald was selected in the first round of 2014.
When I watched Illinois this
Shove
year,
some water. Give me 1 second.
Johnny Newton reminded me a little bit of. Listen, you don't want to compare him to Aaron Donald, but you know what I'm saying.
I know the caveat.
A vertical defensive tackle. Maybe they would go Johnny Newton here, but there's also a lot of good edge rushers, including you've got Jared Verse, you've got Chop Robinson. Like, there's good defensive players.
So, like, AJ posted that how he was going all in, and then the Eagles just did nothing.
That could make that
He did that just to mess with people.
Secondary, they kind of fortified in free agency.
I don't blame him.
I think where you're headed, Joel, is probably more important.
Well, I like Johnny Newton, but to me, there's a gap between Jared Verse, who's sitting up there. He's my 14th overall player. Johnny Newton is down there at 25. So for me personally, the value, you're looking at edge rush as a premier player sitting on the board.
And that's a testament to 14 straight offensive players starting the draft.
They pushed all these guys down.
They got pushed down, so somebody's sitting there at 19.
Yeah, you know what? Fuck it.
When they woke up in that beautiful spot.
Double F you, bitch.
They'd have a shot at some of these guys.
I mean, I wouldn't think they. Do you think they thought that they were going to have a choice like a Verse or a Robinson? I just doubt that they feel like.
I think
they had a Robinson
because they thought that the board would be manipulated that way, and there would be an opportunity for one of those edge rushers. But I thought they were thinking D tackle as well.
There you go.
Okay, so the commissioner coming out with a Los Angeles Rams first round selection, which is something he has not read since 2016, and it's the 2024 draft here in Detroit.
With the 19th pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the Los Angeles Rams select Jared Verse, defensive end, State.
Yeah, they got some juice. I mean, you're not going to be able to replace Aaron Donald. It can be a collective.
Here we go, boys.
And this is a rugged
final two
pass rusher.
We're getting there.
I've made this comment about Jared Verse throughout the process. He comes in clear.
No reason to trade up now.
About who he is and what he's about. He is a bully on the edge. He is explosive with his hands and his feet. He's a little bit lower version of Will Anderson, who we saw go last year and be the Rookie of the Year with the Houston Texans.
No. Hold on. I just have to reload it.
Because Sean broke it.
That's what he does. He also has the speed. He'll mix that in.
Steelers has 6 minutes to go.
Oh, what do they need? Wide receiver, center, quarterback, defensive tackle, offensive tackle.
So they need everything pretty much.
I'm a big fan of his game, CD.
I talked with a top-level NFL scout, former GM, and he said, hey, this kid had the reputation.
Allen Iverson was the last Sixer with 50 points in a playoff game, and AI was in the building.
And he said, I am on the practice field and on the game field. The rest of the time, I'm an okay guy. He knows how to turn it on.
That's right. Pick 20. Steelers already 3.5 minutes into their clock time. Whose house? Someone's rented house. Look at that party. Goodness gracious. On the beach in California. It's not that warm here. I'll be straight up.
The 2024 NFL Draft is brought to you by Lowe's, official home improvement partner of the NFL Draft, and presented by Verizon.
He was got about 4 minutes.
From April 22nd through April 28th.
No, the only thing that works as hard as pros
is our rewards program for pros.
That's why when
this is weird. I don't know where we're going to go with this.
You earn bonus points to get the stuff you want. Join MVP.
This has been a very weird draft night.
You got this. We got you.
Verizon Small Business Days are
Hopefully
here.
the Eagles don't trade down.
28th. Get a free tech check, personalized advice, and special offers and deals. Like a free 5G phone when you switch. No trade-in required. Don't miss out. Get more for your business. Partner with our experts today. Let's make it happen.
So, how long have you lived here?
Over 40 years.
And how are the restaurants around here? Are they good, bad, meh? What's the average household income? Is there a mall? I don't know, a hair salon? Where do you get your hair done?
All right, boys. Last few minutes. Where do we think we're going?
I still think corner. It just makes the most sense.
Probably corner.
Yeah, I'm gonna say corner.
Many tries. I'm sure.
Pick is in. Steelers are not trading.
Heavyweight matchup. Let's attack him, he's gone! Welcome to the NFL. Bring it. It's a family of
Can you all just give us a date when you're gonna release the fucking schedule? Like, fuck.
Just keep saying May.
You know you don't
It's
have to
treating
wear
us like a
your
damn movie.
comfortable. So how's civilian life treating you? It's fine. When I got out, I didn't want to admit that there was anything wrong because I felt like a failure. And then I realized, like, there's nothing to be ashamed of. So I started talking to someone. Maybe you are fine. If you're not, it's okay. Thank you.
If you or a veteran you know needs support, don't wait. Reach out. Find resources at va.gov/reach.
Substance use disorder and addiction is so isolating. And so, as a Black woman in recovery, hope must be loud. It grows louder when you ask for help.
I kind of hope they go for Arnold.
Is the thread that lets you no matter what.
Final pick before hours.
Like, I like Arnold, but that Mitchell kid's good too, man. He's 6 foot, 195. Like, he's built.
The Pittsburgh Steelers pick is in, and the final attendance total is in. 275,000
Holy cow.
human
At first it was
souls
150, but 275,000.
the surrounding area to witness the
I
first
wanted to go there, so I'm kind of happy I didn't. I don't want to be around that many people.
The official announcement of Detroit here in 2022. Commissioner Goodell was here. Governor Whitmer was here. Deputy Mayor, everyone was here. Mrs. Hamp was here from the Lions. Everyone around there asked me, what was the biggest draft you've seen so far? And I said, Nashville. And they're like, what kind of numbers? And I said, 600,000 over 3 days, I think is what they've been advertising. To a person, everyone in Detroit said, we're taking dead aim at that number. They are all over it right now. Congratulations.
They're pacing.
They're pacing. I mean,
Pace yourself.
They're saying, what up, Doe, everywhere here tonight.
Yeah, 275,000 folks here. Pretty neat. And by the way, Lions haven't even made their pick yet. That's coming up in 9 picks after the Steelers pick is announced. Chop Robinson's sitting out there. They probably didn't think that would be an opportunity for them. I don't know what they're thinking right now.
Can you imagine if they add Chop Robinson to that defensive line?
And when you do the mock draft, you got guys
Go on.
out there.
What's
Fatali
up?
from Washington.
Can you imagine that?
What?
If they add Chop Robinson to that defensive line in Detroit?
Those two guys are going to go.
It'll be pretty crazy. I'm very nervous to see what happens in these next couple picks. I'm trying to look online and kind of keep my eyes
Because
open.
there's a lot of talk about them wanting to move last year's first-round pick, Broderick Jones, from right tackle to left tackle.
Eagles have a chance to get one of the best corners in the draft at 22. It was unheard of to get. We can get a top 2, top 3 corner that deep in the first round.
Yeah, it's pretty nuts. They went full-blown offense in the first round, which I don't think a lot of people were expecting, at least not myself.
But you know what? The better teams always pick later on. They just left all the defensive playmakers and game changers for the better team, so I don't understand.
Right.
Yeah, but my thing is, do we go after Cooper DeJuan or do we go after the Arnold kid from Bama?
Arnold may be
We'll
going
find
on
out
these
soon
two
enough.
picks, so we need to see. He can go on one of these 2 picks. They have Joey Porter Jr., so I don't see.
Breaking news, the Falcons GM is trying to explain himself to the owner, Arthur Blank, on why he selected the QB.
No way.
He's about to get fired.
Will be felt far beyond their field, but in their communities.
Bro, Arthur Blank, when they were all kind of celebrating, he was like kind of like in the
Today,
corner.
the league's
I'm gonna
highest
drop the
honor,
link in the
the
chat,
Walter Payton
in the
NFL Man
private
of the
chat,
Year Award,
right
presented
to
by
it.
Nationwide,
Pretty wild if you want to click on that.
recognized his lasting legacy.
16-second long
We are proud
clip
to
of
welcome
him
the
explaining himself.
2023 Walter Payton NFL
shit.
Man of the Year winner, Cam Hayward.
First of all, I want to say thank you, Commissioner. And most importantly, I want to say thank
Cam
you
starting to show his age, boy.
the NFL and Nationwide. The NFL draft is special.
Oh.
Fellow NFL players and the prospects join the league this week.
So close. So close.
Platform to brighten someone's day. The opportunity before you is a gift. And by coming here and being in this league, seize that moment. Be better in our communities, be better for our league and our world. Thank you so much.
It might freeze just for a second, guy. My bad. Give it one sec. I just booted something up by mistake.
In the 2024 NFL Draft, the Pittsburgh Steelers select Troy Fautanu, tackle, Washington.
There you go. Now they got themselves a tackle for the second year in a row. Broderick Jones last year out of Georgia.
Come on, player, do the haka.
As you see a very emotional Troy Fautanu. That is a cool moment to see him take this in. He's going to love playing for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and his play style very much fits with the
All
way
right,
the Pittsburgh
Miami on the
Steelers
clock.
love
What do
to
they
play
do?
football.
They have 5 minutes left.
Very versatile.
Big
I think
old
he's got 5%
Samoan
flexibility. Elijah Vera-Tucker's who reminded me coming out of USC. Elijah Vera-Tucker's played some guard, played some tackle.
Dolphins need a lot. I could see them maybe getting a receiver here, even though they already have Tyreek Hill.
Watch his feet once he gets out there. Boom. Quick feet, quick hands, and a jolting punch.
Get off.
Outstanding athleticism.
The Steelers really needed this too.
Drop his weight right there and squat down versus a power rusher. Out in space.
Oh my.
Excellent. Think
That
about
was
those
a
screens.
tackle.
Harris out in space with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Jalen Warren as well. They're going to have some fun using his very versatile skill set.
Even their war room is boring. Holy fuck.
Better than the Commanders' room.
The Commanders' room looked like really like a back room in the back of somewhere.
It looks like a janitor's closet cleaned out.
Yeah, at least this looks like a meeting room.
Saturday, and now he's
come on, bro, do the haka.
To Pittsburgh.
4 minutes left for Miami. Might be a trade up happening.
Last this there certainly were some injuries. First of all, these Steelers are good with the injuries, but let's go over them. First of all, he had a previous ACL injury, some wear and tear potentially.
I know who would be trading up with the.
They just said he's got ACL injury damage. Oh shit! Yeah, no, they fucked up with that. Yo, that means he's damaged goods, bruh.
Miami kick is in.
Until their selections, sneak in this commercial break, pay some bills, and when we come back to Detroit,
all right, boys, let's lock in. Here we go.
We are on the clock.
Hats on, Shawnee.
Eagles are on the clock.
Let's go.
On the clock. On the clock. On the clock. On the clock.
Mikey, I just want to say I'm so proud of you. It's nice to see you enjoying yourself.
Now, let's not trade down.
I hope you're feeling it. But most
Nobody
of all,
I don't think we do trade down.
You understand that this time is yours.
I mean, if they trade down, they still gonna probably get somebody good anyways, because they, like I said, there's so many good defensive players on this damn board. They can't botch this pick, though. I mean, they pick next.
We are on the clock. On the clock. On the clock. 3.5 hours.
Showing them doubled up.
You were made to find inner peace.
Cool little style you got.
To track flight prices to paradise.
Come on, Howie, do what you do. Don't pull no DK Metcalf bullshit.
For more than 100 years.
You fuck this up. Oh, Sean broke it. It froze.
Again, and again, bringing you the most reliable network of authorized sales and service dealers, always moving forward. We lead.
Marvin Harrison Jr. is magical.
It's time to turn your dreams into greatness.
The game-changing league for tomorrow's stars is OT7. It's all going down on NFL Network and streaming on NFL Plus. Right out the
My baby's back from the West Coast.
I don't know, boys. I'm getting a little nervous on this one.
Asked for your school project? Oh, here's Grandma.
Eagles have been on the clock for 1 minute. 3 minutes, right?
It's got to be a corner because Darius Slay just tweeted about no corners taken in the first 20 picks. It's got to be a corner.
That's what I'm trying to say. The Eagles can have the chance to probably get any corner. Like, who would ever think that they have a chance to get any corner at 22 available in the draft? Nobody could have thought that.
This is crazy. Sean, are you freezing up on your side?
Not sure why this is freezing.
Of course, it would do it to us right before we.
Dennis, I'm going to send you the link.
I don't know how to put that thing on here.
Draft, but maybe the Pirates will show up now.
You know what? It's that time of night as we're heading towards 11 o'clock Eastern time. We are in pick number 21. The Dolphins pick is in. The Eagles are on the clock right now. There is the Miami Brass apparently talking to their newest draft choice. There's Mike McDaniel, Natalie clad as always. The Cheetahs wondering who we taking today. What do you think?
Well, we just saw the best available up there. It's two corners, Terry Arnold and Quinion Mitchell. You got the receiver and Brian Thomas. You got the edge rusher and Chop Robinson. CD, what's the biggest need?
The biggest need is edge rusher. Guys, Jalen Phillips' Achilles midseason last year. Bradley Chubb.
I sent the link just in case it keeps freezing.
The last regular season game. Andrew Van Ginkel, free agency, goes to Minnesota. How many times have you said don't get cute?
So I can put you down for a reference, right?
Could be a cute. There aren't many pass rushers left. Chop Robinson's on the board. Let's see what Chris Greer does.
All right, Chris Greer was on the phone with somebody while McDaniel was looking on. Here is the commissioner of the NFL with the latest Dolphins.
Chop Robinson going to the Dolphins.
Oh, man.
Fuck.
So, who are the Eagles picking?
Here we go, boys.
With the 21st
Or trading?
2024 NFL. Linebackers, Penn State.
We saw it at the combine, how fast he was. He ran 4.48 at 254 pounds. We always talk about these Penn State guys. They're all explosive athletes. We see it every year in Indianapolis.
There's James Franklin in there.
Sean, I can't play it on mine.
We are. Here we go.
It's all blocked out.
The production wasn't necessarily there, but the disruption was. He created a lot of chaos with his penetration, his ability to win in one-on-one opportunities. Here he is getting to the top of the rush. Not only is he finished with a sack, he's able to get the ball out. That first step, his name is Chop. Ironically, he takes those quick little choppy steps. I think if he lengthens that out a little bit, he'll even be more devastating at the next level. Very sudden, wins early in the down with that quickness. Again, you saw it there. He doesn't get the sack, but he caused the sack. And then in the run game, just shooting gaps, using his quickness to play there.
You know, there
are players that you've got to be aware of on the opposite side of the ball, and then there
All right,
are
boys.
players that
Here we
actually
go.
you have to actively tackle so badly on the first 2 third downs of the game. Michigan abandoned.
Sean, did you try closing the site and then reopening it?
Michigan run the ball 32 straight games.
Yeah, I did.
He totally affected the game, and they had to totally abandon throwing the ball with a guy who was a first-round draft pick quarterback. That's how good he is.
They went from drop back to quick.
Eagles have been on the clock for 8 minutes now.
All right.
I'm
scared, boys. I'm scared.
To help protect against it. Chop Robinson
Howie, don't you do nothing stupid.
I'm not liking that they use most of their clock.
They're gonna pick a corner, man. They have to pick a corner.
If they take Brian Thomas Jr. from LSU,
They have to.
I
Nobody.
swear to God.
He's got to get on the ground. Josh Allen in the AFC.
Nobody's taking a corner. We're all the way on 22.
You couldn't get him on the ground. Remember, they used to say it wasn't the first 3 seconds.
They're playing rock, paper, scissors on who to pick.
The pick is in.
By his college
Now he's on the
teammate
phone.
So now he gets a battle Olu there, and maybe we'll see Drake May at some point at the end of the season. Now,
Nick's like, man, fuck this shit. I won't go home.
in that AFC East, you better get after them.
And they're big-sized quarterbacks.
So which Georgia Bulldog is he talking to right
It's funny because Nick looks thrown off to the side. Doesn't look too.
No, because he's grounded.
Because he's the freaking puppet now, which really worries me. You got a bunch of superstars and a puppet coach. This is crazy.
Look at Jeff. Jeff's like, don't
Yo,
you
look,
do
he's
that.
just sitting there. He just looks like any other guy in the building.
There's our guy.
This looks like a trade down call or a team trying to trade with him. It doesn't look like a, hey, we're picking your call. Because Howie's just listening.
But corner's the other need there as well. I'm a little surprised. Darian Arnold, Quinion Mitchell.
It really looks like the Eagles are going to trade down here. I don't like that.
I didn't think Arnold would even be available at this point.
It's a trade. No, picks in.
They've been partial to Alabama and Georgia players.
Pick is in. I'm trying to see my phone. It'll give me an alert.
Go on, volume up.
Which one would you choose?
Darian Arnold, just a couple spots, 3 spots over Mitchell. And I might be in the minority.
A lot of people are on Mitchell because they're saying he didn't play much competition.
Terry on run 4.5 at the combine.
4.5 flat.
And Quinion was a 4.33 guy, and so he's got that makeup speed. He's also got the length and then the strength at the line of scrimmage. He had 20 reps at 225.
And what does CeeDee Lamb run?
Oh gosh, fast.
Okay, so there you go. That might be your deciding factor, right? When you're talking about who you have to deal with, who you have to match up with. You always start division first.
The Eagles are not drafting a corner because of CeeDee Lamb. I guarantee you that.
Who has 20 reps at 225?
Come on, boys.
There's 16 other games they got to play besides them.
Do not draft
I'm a big school guy.
wide receiver.
Going against that.
I don't think they can go wrong with either player.
They're both great players. Really good players.
Yo, I better not get a
So we
surprise pick
saw
like a
the
Dillard
NFC East first
or Marcus
night
Smith.
the Washington
Like, remember those
Commanders.
White
Jay
side?
Daniels goes there. If you're just joining us, the Giants had a shot at drafting J.J. McCarthy, 6th overall, turned it down, drafted Malik Neighbors instead, one of the most talented wide receivers we've seen come out of the draft in quite some time. Now we've got the Eagles on the clock here. We're about to come off the clock with their pick. The Jaguars are on the clock right now, and the Cowboys right after them. So you got the NFC East about to wrap things up in short order. In case you're just joining us now as well, we're waiting to get the Eagles pick in. The draft started with 14 straight offensive players. 14. It was double the record amount of time that we've seen offensive players go consecutively to start a draft before a defensive player got picked. 14 of them, and of the 14, 6 were quarterbacks. 6 of the first dozen players, 50% of.
Oh, you fucker. Come on now.
Of course this happens.
At this point, just last year on this
That
day,
happened all day somehow, right?
Lamar Jackson got
Literally.
his contract.
It's my PC. I tried to send them the link, but apparently it's not working on anybody else's. Come on, man.
If they want to do that, but they extended A.J. Brown to the tune of 3 years, $96 million today, and obviously did the same with Devontae Smith a couple weeks ago. So here is the commissioner of the NFL. As I've been, honestly, I've been the tap dance kid for the last 60 seconds here.
Come on, Ben.
My guess is Arnold.
So well done. Here comes
Arnold. I'm saying they got to take Arnold. There's got to be Arnold.
With the latest Eagles.
He wouldn't be available right now. This is somebody they would, It's got to be Arnold.
At the time to freeze up.
The NFL has gone global. This past year, we
played about to talk about Brazil.
Oh yeah, I forgot that Mel Otter's announcing this pick.
South America and Sao Paulo, Brazil.
Here we go with the promotion.
We will be coming to more markets on a global basis soon. The NFL's International Player Pathway Program helps foreign-born players reach the NFL. Elite international athletes have the opportunity to compete at the NFL level and potentially earn a spot on our NFL roster. One of the most successful players from the program is the Philadelphia
You
for the
bastard.
opening of a new NFL Academy for high school
Don't say nothing,
football
Jake.
players.
I'm not going to say it, but...
The Eagles selection. Let's join Jordan live from the Eagles draft party in Burleigh Beach, Gold Coast, Australia. Take it, Jordan.
So how good is this? Thank you, Uncle Roger. Good evening to those of you
said
from the
Uncle
beautiful land
Roger?
down under. With the 22nd pick in the defensive back Toledo. Baby.
Hey!
Mitchell.
Okay, the one thing about him is competition is speed, bro.
Season check.
Welcome to Philly, bro.
Check. Combine check.
I'm
Interviews
okay.
with teams check. A straight A student here in Quinion Mitchell, guys.
And think about this. You mentioned loyalty. I think you mentioned it as well, Joel.
Yes. All right, I'm going to end the video just because it's killing my PC, apparently.
Yeah, we're going to wrap
And
it.
it's like bad.
All right, y'all.
Sorry
Thank
about that, gang.
everybody for joining us on night one of the NFL draft in 2024. We're going to go live at 6:30 tomorrow for round 2 and 3. Remember, the Eagles picked twice within, a pick of each other? 2 picks?
Right away, yeah.
So we'll be right back to back with you. We'll cover a bunch of stuff then. God bless everybody. Thank you for being here. You know how we close it out, but I'll let Sean do the rest of the damage to close us out because I'm sick.
All right. Yeah, my PC is destroyed, but I got you. Appreciate everybody for dropping in. Look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow, and have a great night.
Well, yeah, that was a boy match we went tonight.